I slowed it down for you. But we're here. Hi,
Woo!
everybody.
All right. Woo! Yes.
That was a shot. Um, so welcome in, everybody. We are back for our Knights of Payne University, our City of Mist adventure based off, well, based off the Knights of Payne Town campaign from Son of Oak Studios. A little bit of bookkeeping. We have audio from both Son of Oak from the actual official soundtracks that we use. We splice in with an intermix with the Syrinscape sound. Syrinscape are not a sponsor, but check them out at syrinscape.com. And GoblinCaveTV did the amazing artwork for the characters and the overlay. And you can help out the characters and the players by donating to channel. Just $1, 100 bits helps them out by giving us a reroll. We do kind of limit it so it doesn't get out of control. So we don't ask much, but it does help us out. And subscriptions help out everybody instead of just one person. That's me doing that as fast as I can do.
Nice. I like it. Hello, everybody. Should I go? Should I take it from here? Welcome to the City of Mist. This is our adventure, Knights of Payne Town. It is the published adventure from the City of Mist, Son of Oak Studios company. We are entering the final act of our 9 case reduced to 6+1 mega case that we're on now. So if you are just joining us for the first time or the second time, this is a good place to begin watching the adventures of our characters, because we will tell one final major story from here until the resolution of the reign of Corbin Payne. Will it continue or will it not? What will our detectives, junior detectives, do to resolve the pain that has proliferated the city? I will now ask everyone to introduce themselves. Who are you and what is your character that you're playing today? I will go by overlay order, beginning with Oblivivian.
Always me first. I'm always the first one in the overlay order. It's because I'm the most popular and pretty.
Okay.
Hi, my name's
It's true.
my name's Viv. I go by Oblivivian on the internet. I am playing Mavis Thorn. She is a literature student at the university in her final year, kind of futzing around with a bunch of murder hobos, and she is actually a good person. Yeah,
Nice. Actually a good person. And that's true this time.
It's actually true now. I've been saying for months like she was, and I was gaslighting everyone, but she actually is.
Yeah.
Now you just gaslight
right.
yourself.
Yeah, I mean the problem is it's always somewhat tenuous with our friend Mavis Thorn. What about Karsh? Who are you and who are you playing?
Were you gaslighting us about saying that you weren't gaslighting us? Now I'm just confused.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm actually genuinely confused. Anyway, hi, my name is Karsh Goblin. I play Chuck, the stupid jock of the party who still wants to do his schooling, but in his spare time he also wants to save the world and save the city and bring about an end to crime in the neighborhood. And he's apparently a knight now. He did have a horse, but it ran off.
A knight errant, you have been inducted into our order, but you must do good and solve the crimes of evil that pervades the city.
Wait, do I have to study for that?
Special abode of Whitecliff, bruv. And finally, Kel.
Hi.
Who are you and who are you playing?
My name is Chris. I play Kel Daily. Same thing. I'm the coolest, most awesome, most fuckable person on this group.
Very true.
And I just need everyone to know that. Okay, that's
excellent.
That's my truth.
And your superpower is that everyone forgets you, including what your name is, and it worked on me.
Okay.
Welcome one and all. Let us now begin. Every session of the City of Mist game, role-playing game, and here on the Knights of Payne University is a little move we like to call voiceover monologue. My brain shorted out for a second. Today's voiceover monologue will be done by me because I don't know why. And I'll be doing the voiceover monologue from the perspective of Corbin Payne. Corbin Payne, if you do not know, is the evil character who oversees this, pulls the strings of the city behind the scenes. Our player characters are beginning to understand that Corbin Payne is this figure that is controlling quite a lot, but I don't know that they have yet uncovered the full truth of him. But this is from his perspective. And I have not planned this out. This is completely improv. Payne, I don't know that there's anything like it. I've been out here in this tower of hell for I don't know how long now. It wasn't until the knights that I've knighted have. God, he doesn't have a British accent. I got to get in. I got to try again.
You're killing it.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're killing it. I like the British accent, honestly.
It's not. Oh, really? Okay. All right. It wasn't until I tried 3, almost 4 times to bring someone to the power that could cure me of this pain. There was a 4th. So we don't talk about her anymore. In fact, Beaumont barely remembers her. In fact, he couldn't come up with her name, even if he tries his best. But they deserve it. They could not cure me of this pain, not even with the power of the Grail, which surrounds me. And I gave them the chance, and they failed, and they continue to fail. My second knight became a weed hound and a LSD lover, but he's mine again. And my first knight, ooh, the ravishing Snow Queen. She is mine as well, but they fail. They fail. And my groin hurts so badly. But it's not just that. The only joy I get, and it's not joy, it's a lessening of the pain, is to give it to everyone else in this city, including these students. Can't even believe I'm talking to you about these students. They've defeated 2 of my great knights. Failures as they are, they should have been able to bring these students to heal. Everybody must pay for this. I've only just begun. The pain in the city is immense, but it is about to get worse. Even the truth can't stop me. In fact, they will do my bidding. And so will these students. Especially that annoying one, Chuck. Dumbass. I will say this, however. There is one group, there is one person who has a chance. Beaumont, who is taken up in Whitecliff, is trying to build an army to come at me. Luckily, those little kids think he's the bad guy. I hope they take him down. It would save me the trouble. Fade to black. All right, so we we're gonna open the beginning of our adventure today. By the way, the take-home message there is that Corbin Payne is controlling Payne in the city, and what just happened?
Chuck's right and Mavis wrong.
Hey, you never
Because
really
Chuck's on the side of the other guy.
Yeah, that's right. Chuck has taken sides with the right with the side that wants to defeat me, the side of good, unquestionable good. Okay, and so our scene's gonna open.
Sorry.
Mavis Thorn has an appointment with the mayor of Whitecliff, no less. The mayor's name is Eleonora Ricci, Mayor Ricci. You've made an appointment. Now you're bringing Kel with you, are you not?
Yeah, sure. I can bring Kel with me.
Okay.
I mean, you don't
doesn't need to be a hardship.
Well, Penny's busy, so I was like, I just decided to bring Kel with me.
Okay, well, don't tell me that.
I don't tell Kel that at all. No.
And so you're on your way. We'll say, unless you disagree, you're on your way in your car, driven by the new driver, the less lecherous driver, very professional.
Yeah, he doesn't
Where
talk.
to, madam?
Oh,
I am not interested in anyone or anyone's friends.
Nothing to say.
I just direct him to go to the mayor's office in Whitecliff. So.
All right, the scene opens with the two of you in the back seat of your sedan, or is it, even a better car? You tell me what kind of car you're in. It doesn't even matter. You're on your way there. You're crossing.
Toyota.
You're driving one of the freeways of the Payne of Payne, the city, through the financial district, through Little Italy, past Miller Square, over to Whitecliff. During this ride, the scene opens.
Hey. You're in university, right?
Yes, I'm in university. Why?
What's your major?
Haven't we talked about that? Aren't I the one that's supposed to be forgetting about your stuff? I'm literature. I'm studying to be some kind of writing thing. It's a bullshit degree, I've already realized, but I'm too far into it, so I'm probably going to end up working at a
literature shop. That is yikes.
Yikes. All right.
It is kind of yikes. I just thought I should tell you that.
I already know it's yikes. Thanks, Cal.
Don't insult madam.
No, it fucking isn't. It's a great major. Okay.
He's working very hard at university.
It's a very smart major.
I closed the window so that he can't hear us, the privacy window.
I kind of knew it in general that you were doing some sort of writing thing. I just didn't think you would be wasting that much time. Are you passing?
Yes. I actually should have graduated last year, but I stayed a little later to finish up on some electives that I had, and also I have to do my whole graduation thing, so
I don't think I can graduate.
Are you in university?
I'm taking the hint. Jesus, I had to walk through that, didn't I?
I don't know. Kel, I'm not a mind reader.
Well, you should be.
It would have been a cool power. All I have is bubbles, though. So.
I'm not in. I mean, I'm going to classes. Does that count?
No.
Why?
Because you won't get. I mean, it does count. You're just not getting a degree. No.
I don't really care about the degree. I guess I feel like it's something that one should have, right?
It's kind of bullshit.
You're getting one.
Yeah, because my parents wanted me to be replace my sister, who was going to be a doctor, so I decided to get a degree that sounded like it would piss them off the most. It was also something that I like. It just happened to be that they hated
creative
what I liked
arts doing. That'll do it.
Yeah.
My sister has degrees. One of them actually.
Oh yeah.
Kind of crazy.
What did Or do you want to talk about your sister? Is that what's happening here?
I'm just saying words, okay?
Okay. I mean, what? Tell me about your sister, Kel.
Better than you, better than me, better than everyone in the world. That's not a biased opinion, I think. I think that's pretty, there are just some people in this world that are better than everyone else in it.
Yeah, I feel that. I've met one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely not Chuck. If that's what
It's
you were
not
thinking.
Chuck, no.
No, I'm glad we both knew it wasn't Chuck.
It wasn't gonna be Chuck, no.
I don't think it was ever gonna be Chuck.
I know we didn't really need to verbalize that. I just felt like it needed to be said.
I just felt like we needed to say it. I
Yeah.
don't know why. Maybe because I feel like if he was in this conversation, he would assume that it's about him.
Everyone's
I mean,
graduating is the thing, and I saw it. We were kind of like going past it. People doing like graduating mid-semester, and that's fantastic. That's so good. But I don't know. Made me think about that.
You feel left out.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, college isn't really what it's held up to be, Kel. I mean, I think it's bullshit. So, I'm literally, my parents have enough money that I literally don't have to work for the rest of my life, and yet I'm probably going to because I don't want to be like them. But that's such a privilege for me to say that out loud. I couldn't imagine being someone who everyone forgot me. I mean, I used to be like
Jesus
that. I mean, if you
Christ.
remember me from high school.
I did. I really did. I really do. I really remembered you. Okay?
Yeah, but no one else did.
Why did you need? We're not kidding.
I feel like we should talk about this at some point, but
Talk
right
about
now
what?
Okay. When you're ready, we can talk about it. And I promise, like, I will always be your friend, Kel, no matter what happens between us, even though you're like an annoying little sister to me. And I know that hurt you just for me to say out loud, so I'm sorry. We can stop talking now about this stuff.
Oof.
But
Oof.
doesn't your sister work at the university? I remember seeing your last name somewhere else.
Philosophy.
Oh, okay. Wait. How many philosophy classes have you taken?
How many do you think I take?
A lot.
All of them.
All of them. Okay. Why don't we talk more once we finish up with the mayor? And we can have a serious conversation, okay?
Want to talk about our family angst? I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I just,
How's your sister going?
Oh, did you know that she lives upstairs now?
What?
Yeah, she's in the penthouse above me.
Oh, what the fuck? And you
Yeah.
haven't seen? You don't want to?
No, I have seen her. We've hung out, like, once. She's a lot. She's kind of clingy now.
Maeve, you're kind
Your
of a
phone
lot.
beeps. What are you doing tonight?
I mean, that's the Thorn way. You've met my parents. My parents are the most. You're lucky you got the toned down version of my parents.
Have I even met your sister? I don't.
Yes, you have.
Can I meet your sister again?
Yeah, I mean, she's upstairs. You can literally go say hi. She'll probably remember you. She's like, apparently she's really pissed that I didn't know that she was upstairs, but she didn't even tell me that she moved upstairs. She just started like messing with me, like making our sprinklers go off, and I don't know, like laughing hysterically upstairs, and she thought that the theatrics was the thing that would get me to notice her.
Fuck. I love that actually.
I mean, doesn't that seem like me?
That's so her. Yeah, that's so annoying.
I know. I was like, and then she's like, how are you? I'm like, I don't know that you're up here. Like, and she's like, no, you knew. I'm like, okay, yeah, I knew. Thanks, Alice. You're right. Yep, my bad. I can read your mind. Anyways. Well, yeah, we have to talk to the mayor because I need to figure out what's going on with this whole, like, Chuck is, like, following that dude, and that dude is, like...
What dude?
Didn't you go on the quest with him?
I wasn't paying attention.
Right. The quest where
Fuck
you were gonna
off.
die
Fuck
with
off.
the dragon. She like pulls out her text and she's like,
Oh, come on.
Maeve, I'm gonna die. There's a dragon. Ah!
That's not what I said. I didn't say that. No words.
Maeve, we're on a quest and there's knights in armor and we're in a field full of grass and it looks
They
like
described it as a fucking quest. What am I supposed to say? We went on an outing? We took a day out to just chill? What am I saying here? We fought some fucking okay. I almost died, but whatever.
You can't die in LARPing. I mean, what do they say? Like fireball?
They weren't LARPing.
Like,
there were real threats there, I think.
Okay, I will believe
you. Cannot talk to a... Never mind.
Can't talk to what?
A knight, like...
Oh! I'm sorry! Oh my god, hold on, I have to tweet this right now.
No,
I am in the
don't you
presence
fucking
of a
dare.
knight. Did the queen knight you herself?
Oh my fucking god, I hate you, I hate you.
Queen
Where is the
knight
mayor? Where is the mayor's office?
No, hold on, I need to know. Did the queen knight you, or is this
Bro,
like
are we going around the block? What is this? This is like a 35-minute long drive. The townhouse is down the street.
God, do you have like a sword? Do you have a horse? Wait, is this car your horse? Oh my god. I can't believe I am in the presence of Sir Dell himself. Oh my god.
You know what? Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. How about that?
Don't what?
Hey, Uber driver, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. It's fine.
Let's take it slow.
What are you then? Uber. This is my driver.
Your driver? Oh, I forgot you were annoyingly rich for no reason.
I mean, it's easier than paying for Ubers all the time. I don't fucking care.
I used to just steal cars.
I know. Can we get to the mayor's office before I start fucking roasting Kelmore about being a fucking knight, you loser?
It's not weird, okay? Everyone was being knighted. It was...
You arrive... Oh, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
You arrive at the at the town hall. It's it's quite modest. You were here yesterday, and you make your way in. I assume you just ask. I'm Mavis Thorn, here to see the mayor.
Yeah. Hi. I met you the other day. I know you're like super busy, but like Mavis Thorn, I'm here to see. I forgot her name and I almost called her like Alexandra Cortez.
Mayor Ricci.
Mayor Ricci.
Mayor Ricci's waiting for you.
Okay.
She'll see you right away. And so you're ushered into the mayor's office.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you're welcome. You're welcome. You seem quite knightly to me. I don't know why.
I know she's a knight.
Oh my god.
She's a fucking knight.
Oh no.
This can't be a thing. Honestly,
this can't be a thing.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. Thank you for your service, Kel.
Go fuck yourself. Sorry.
So you're ushered into the mayor's office. She is she doesn't stand. She's behind the big mayor's desk. There's flags. You're shown in. Somebody closes the door behind you. There's you sit down in the chairs around her desk. She seems kind of upbeat. sharp, but she's definitely busy and clearly preoccupied. She's a woman in her 50s. She has a tailored yet inexpensive suit, and yeah. So her public image, from looking around, she depends on reliability, honesty, and of course, she has the appearance of coming across as a cog in the machine, busy, but she seems diligent enough. So what can I do for you? She's not even looking you in the eye.
Hi, yeah, we understand that you are having a lot of issues with your re-election campaign, which is, or I guess not re-election, but someone's trying to force you out. So I
Yeah,
just
it's a
wanted to,
recall campaign. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I shouldn't have to spend time with this.
is she a sleeper?
She is yes. Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm gonna tell you straight up that you are going to lose that campaign just by the sheer force of will that the other man has. So I am here to help you win that campaign so that you make sure that you stay as mayor of Whitecliff.
If anything, we're providing a service.
What may she's kind of interested a little, she's busy type, but she's kind of bit she like looks some interest. What do you, well, I know he's got I know he's dedicated. He's just between you and me, he's willing to do underhanded things. I can't prove it, but I've
He's
got
working with gangs.
We
yeah,
believe
yeah,
you.
yeah, right. But it's not a big deal. Like there's people that have tried to come at me. I've been doing this a long time, kid. And
Okay.
it's annoying, but this guy he's a flash in the pan. He's been around forever. I don't know why he's acting up right now. He's been he's been a perfectly normal person. Uh, I assume he's just having a bad month or 2 months. I really don't want to get too hung up on this. I mean, we do have a debate coming up, and I think it'll take care of itself.
Mayurishi, I
The,
need you to understand the gravity of the situation. You have a man who's working with gangs, okay, trying to become the mayor, and people believe, from what I've heard, that he is trying to clear up the streets of the gangs that he's working with. Right?
A
Do
bad.
you really go?
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, Knight.
Fuck off. A bad month for him is a bad decade for the entire city. It's one of those things you have to
what do you mean?
account for. Well, if you were to be just, another thing, if you were to just want the best for the city that we're in, it would be fine, it'd be great. But he's not that, is he? And we're aware of this. We're all aware of the reputation. And yet we're not doing anything about that.
Okay, so what would you like to achieve with
I
your?
I don't know. I want to fucking help this bitch. I want to help her
Okay,
so that the recall doesn't work. Like that's what I want.
okay,
I
all
want to
right.
Let
prevent
So
the recall.
let us help you.
Yeah,
all right. So here's her
but she's
deal.
a sleeper, so it's hard. Like
Yeah. I mean, she has convinced you that she's very unable to like be aware of the gravity of the situation. You could roll convince if you think that's going to be the way that will
mhm.
cause her to like pay more attention to you. She's told you that there's going to be a debate coming up. She thinks she's just going to take care of it there. She's definitely not paying attention. So it could be convince if you want her to answer questions. She perhaps could give you some information. Um,
I don't know, because like I'm kind of worried because she's a sleeper, so there's no way that she knows the gravity of the situation heading towards her. That is a knight of Corbin Payne. So it's only a matter of time before she stops being the mayor.
That's right. If things continue, without some intervention from you, that she's done for.
Uh, so yeah, I don't know how to help her. Like, I guess yeah, I want to convince her to like listen to me and like maybe let me help her in like the coming elections or the coming thing, and like try to get, you know, her on board.
Yeah, I mean, you do assume that she's put a lot of stock in this upcoming debate with Calvin Cyrus. You know, she thinks that she seems pretty overconfident.
Okay.
In fact, however, as a sleeper, and I'm not going to give you this this status because you can see right through it. She's used to giving crowds the status of swayed one because she's good at what she does, and you know, on the sleeper level, she would be considered to be quite persuasive. So she's, you know, she's pretty confident in her ability to sway people. Just she's not going to sway you.
Okay. So I'm gonna convince her that I can help her in the election, in like the debate, and sway the public into her favor.
Okay.
If that's okay. So would I?
Here's
would that be
another
okay?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. She has a custom move that says Mayor Ricci on a 10+ change the outcome for convince to 7 to 9. On a 12+ change the outcome to 10+. She's like, I don't know, she's not it's harder.
To
So
convince her. Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. So I have woman of words. I'm socially perceptive. I can see she's a very busy woman, so I want to keep it short and concise to try to get her to think about what I'm saying. I'm going to try to get into her head by speaking about her, you know, in the election and everything. Like, I'm going to talk about like the serious issues about like what would happen if Calvin became the mayor. I also can sway the heart of others, which seems like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sway her into what I'm doing. I have a lot of social moves still, which is really weird. And then I would like to use actually, is that it? Wait, what do I have back here?
This is going to be an interesting role.
Yeah. I'd like to produce this is really important to me. No, I'll save that actually. So I'm just gonna, that's a +4. I could put a weakness to it somewhere. I don't know which one I have.
I mean, if you get less than a 12, then I can ask you a question, or I can it would be the mixed success.
And Persephone, thank you for the redemption. Maeve, you get a chat dice for that.
And a chat dice. I mean, I could use like my sugar-coated words. Like I could be kind of bullshitting here, but I'm actually not bullshitting here. I actually believe in what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
So...
I believe you do. So I'll I'll let you choose. I mean, you're still, you know.
I have a weakness called weaker against the mundane. It's for my expression,
well,
but it means that I can't. It's not like everything that I do is weaker against like mundane people. When will I
guess that applies, doesn't it?
Hell yeah!
I would invoke that if I didn't even if you didn't, and I would have checked it.
So that's a 4. So
okay.
I will roll change. Convince, right?
Convince if you think that's, yeah. I mean, it's going to be convince. Okay, great success. 11. That means it's going to be a mixed success. So you can do two things.
Okay.
You can you can give her a status, but I think the easier thing to do in this case is she changes her agenda to your agenda, but it's mixed success. So I remember it's going to be like she'll change her she'll change her agenda for the purpose of like temporarily, and she'll do it for this discussion. So you've got her attention. There's something about your discussion where now she is, I will say she's, at least for now, willing to hear you out. She thinks, what do you mean? I might be underestimating the risk here.
Well, if he has the gangs on his side and everyone believes that he's working against the gangs, then maybe, you know, he's got the gangs running around doing like propaganda.
Oh, I know what you're saying. You're saying there's more gangs than I know about, like underground gang. Oh,
underground
that's possible.
Gangs. Yeah.
That's possible. Oh, I never considered I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we've always had a quiet neighborhood, but you're
Quiet.
right. Gang activity has just exploded over the last month. You know, it's around the same time Calvin started acting all weird.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like he's
Uh,
paying the gangs to do a lot of
oh
harm
my God,
so that he
he's
can.
saying he's against the
Especially-
gang while he's working. He's supporting him.
Especially the gangs you haven't seen or heard of.
Oh, I feel
Maybe
like an
those.
idiot now.
He's paying off the gangs to cause warfare in the streets so that you look like a bad mayor.
Exactly.
So that he can
Oh,
get
it's
you.
so
Propaganda.
obvious now. Well, okay, wait. How did you know? How did you figure this out? Or am I just the last person to know this? Am I just this big of an idiot?
No,
here?
we went to go see him because we thought like, oh, like this mayor must be terrible.
Bastard.
And then I literally heard him, and the way that he talked, he was like, I'm gonna be the mayor. I was like, you're gonna be the mayor. That's weird. Why are you trying to get a mayor? Like, why is your whole, if your goal is to get rid of a corrupt mayor, you don't want to become the mayor, you want to find a better mayor, right? Why would it just seemed too narcissistic to me? I looked
That
into it. He was
fucking
working with the gangs.
bastard.
That fucking
Mhm.
bastard.
I'm so mad at him.
Mhm.
The dick and
I-
dictator. Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. Right? What a fucking
Mhm.
dick. You said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
I did.
what do you think you can do about it? I got a debate with him coming up, but I'm real good in debates. I just tell people how it is. I'm generally honest. I like to I got some sugar-coated words sometimes to time, but
Me too,
we
I'm
are
good at
facing
that.
some challenges here in the city. But
Of
it
course.
does make you know what would be would be great. You know what would be great
Mhm.
Hmm?
if I could come to the debate with proof that he's doing this.
Mhm.
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 Reveal it. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Oh, in front of everybody.
In
In
front of
front of
everyone.
everyone.
Yeah, it could put him in his place. You think?
Kel.
Why does it sound like we're making fun of
I mean,
her?
I don't know. I'm just a
Because we
career
kinda are.
politician. I don't know how people react to information.
I think honestly, like, this is just how riffs talk to sleepers, like their children. Like, yeah,
Yeah, right.
Good job.
Yeah.
good job, you did it, you made it,
Yeah.
you finally
You're such
got
a
figured
big
it out.
girl.
And listen, we can find the information for you, and then during
Yeah.
the debate, I will help you. I won't tell you how, but I can sway audiences too. I'm pretty good at it, and I will help you.
I
in
can see
swaying
that
audience
young
to your
lady.
side.
Look! I got an opening for a page. A mayor's assistant. It's unpaid, but it's a very prestigious internship.
Oh.
Maybe after I graduate, I will think about it. I'm kind of close to
All right,
graduation. I have to
okay.
focus at school, but I do want you to win this election.
We're between a couple mayors right now, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, I appreciate both of you. I feel like an idiot here, but hey, what can I do to help you? And
$500.
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Continue
That was
what you were saying. That she's just thinking about lunch. Can you?
fair enough. I'm a little peaked myself.
I love.
I got
this
a
girl. I love.
I got a roast beef hoagie being delivered here, and I
Ooh.
can't wait to
Ooh,
bite it.
okay,
That's
okay.
nice.
I know,
Cool.
right?
All right, queen.
It's got
Go
that hot
on.
mustard. Oh, I like that. It's spices in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well. So, what can I do to help you? Anything?
I mean, honestly, like I don't know what she could do to help us.
Okay.
does she have any-
But the debate
Just let us do
is
what we have
coming
to
up,
do.
So I'll be here. I gotta tell you, I feel like I kind of dropped the ball on this because I have no insight into that whole organization. But now that you're pointing it out, I'll make some phone calls. But if you could turn up some evidence on that, that'd be great. Because I think we got a chance at this debate to reveal the truth. I mean, I believe you. I feel real convinced, at least for this scene.
Oh, good.
Good.
All right. Well. Hey, it was nice seeing you. Don't even bother to make an appointment. We'll just, no matter what
Just
I'm doing
walk
when you
in?
come back, I'll make time for you. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Enjoy your lunch. Thank you for having
Enjoy
us.
your lunch.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Oh my god, I fucking hate that guy. You can hear her yelling when you close the door. You can't believe that fucking dick. I want to clean up the
You know that
scene.
I think we did it. I think that was good.
I think we did it.
She
honestly.
yeah, high
Oh.
yeah.
Oh. I don't
What?
like high
Do you wanna-
fives. I don't.
You wanna
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was better. I don't trust authority figures in high positions. Don't mind that one. Don't mind that one.
Yeah, I think she just doesn't understand like the whole thing, so
I mean, that's what it's like with sleepers. I mean, yikes.
yeah, well, we don't
All right.
call them sleepers, but yeah, we don't know that they're called sleepers, but
Those very
know.
tired people. Yikes.
yep, the tired ones.
Okay, so Chuck, can you tell me what you've been up to?
Oh, I'm cleaning up the streets.
Oh fuck.
Awesome. Are
Doing my
you
nightly
rolling with the
patrols
night
and daily
vision?
patrols. Well, when I don't have study in class.
That's fair. Okay, so would you like to all do a downtime move, or what would you like to do? Would you like to do downtime, or do you want to move to another? I mean, I feel like you have a little extra time here to do what you like. We have a montage sort of scene. Yeah, no.
Montage.
All right. Well, let's do downtime. Let's do one downtime. You have to be able to, if you're so inclined, improve your healing status if that's something you're into, or do more investigation if that's what you're into. So why don't we do that? Okay. We will start with anybody who wants to go first. If somebody wants to roll downtime, that would be good.
I just gotta find it. Got it. There we go.
Thank you very much. Okay. So you can do during this downtime, it's like a montage scene. If you're new to watching this City of Mist broadcast, the downtime is what you do between scenes, and you can achieve one of 5 different things. You can give attention to one of your logos themes, your everyday themes. You can work the case and get some clues. You can explore your legendary side, your mythos. You can prepare for the next activity, which is a way to regenerate yourself, heal yourself, or you can recover from your last activity or prepare for your next activity. Anyway, who would like to go first? Karsh? I mean, Chuck.
So Chuck was asked to defeat the dragon, but instead, with the errants, he kind of redistributed the wealth of the evil person hoarding the wealth in the location, and so he's going to try to use that to heal the hurt, to heal those that are downtrodden, and see if he can not really fighting the crime, but if he comes across it, yes, but actually help out the little guys on the streets.
Okay.
Where possible. And that's where he's spending his time in Whitecliff.
All right. So do you come across anything interesting in your duties, in your nightly duties?
Well, see, he's had some time with Christine and and he thinks, well, if we're going to do this, well, we may as well get photographs of people doing this, of not just redistributing wealth, but it's more important to show that you're redistributing wealth. So while he doesn't come across anything interesting or adventurous, whatnot, we do make sure it's all published and goes into the papers. Not just Chuck, but others helping out the campaign.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Okay, so in your duties, you have been asked to help build these. It seems to be barricades. They're fashioned from metal and other junk rolled into sort of sort of a wall type thing, and you can see they're lining them up around the freeway, that goes around White Cliff. You gather that they're planning to block traffic, and you investigate a little bit further, and you feel like they are really trying to begin to seal off the neighborhood. Do you partake in these activities? You play along? I mean, after all, you're trying to make this place the safest as possible.
Of course, and making the place safe would be important. Safe from outsiders, because we want the White Cliff to be protected from, say, Ocean Heights or Little Italy or Millet Square, or even worse.
Yeah, right.
Wild
Right from the
Knock.
great evils. Now you also notice that and I think all of you notice this as you're making your way around White Cliff, is you start to notice the mist, you call it a veil, is getting thinner and thinner, and the legendary is becoming manifest. In fact, there are places in White Cliff that sometimes it's hard to even see what the sleepers see for you, and even sometimes sleepers see what you usually see. And
Chuck's screwed then.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, because Chuck has the cape and the...
Well, there's a lot of things that are, your cape and your superhero look is going to be the least of your problems, because everybody, you just saw a dragon, and not just you, but many people who you might otherwise consider to be sleepers also saw the dragon, and it has caused them to under the non-watchful eye of Mayor Ricci, become more convinced that there is a great evil growing and must be stopped, and she is not up to the challenge.
I just think I think Chuck's focus is going to be on looking like we're helping the community and helping the poor, and in doing that he's actually going to be helping the poor and working on his mythos, healing the hurt.
All right, nice.
And with that, leveling it up to having new skill. Can't we all just get along?
Ooh, what's that one? What's the skill? Or is that your tag?
That's the tag.
Okay. Can't we all? I like it. I like it. All right. Next up, why don't we do Kel?
And because I didn't do anything else, I also get heal the hurt. Guess I get that.
Oh, okay. You get 2 downtime improvements?
No, if I don't, I can unburn something for free.
Oh. Nice. Okay. Kel, how are you going to spend your downtime? We'll say it's about a day.
Oh, no. I always spend it with my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to be there with you, though. I feel like I followed you. I'm like, I want to stalk you a little bit. Is that okay?
I think we finally get back from the mayor's office, and back to the apartment, and Penny's probably making dinner or something or whatever. I don't know.
Penny's she's out. It's just us, I think.
Yeah, making breakfast, whatever. And the next day, I kind of just sneak out with looking very every time that I do this, no one's really around when it happens, but you notice that wearing very teenage clothes. This is a that's a flannel, that's a band t-shirt. Okay, that's you're going to college, that type of look, and a bag you've never seen before. And just going back to the university, probably walks if it's not that far away. If it is, probably still walking. Doesn't have a driver.
Do you mind if I'm there with you?
Do you want me to know that I know that you're following me?
No, not until you get there, and then you'd sit down and I'd pop in and be like,
I think that's how that would go.
Philosophy? Really, you, Kel?
What the fuck? Oh. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm taking a philosophy class. I don't know.
You can't take a philosophy class. You're not
I
smart
can do
enough.
whatever I want.
No, you're not. No, you can't.
Fuck you, I'm not smart enough.
Philosophy is it's a very intelligent subject. I'm sorry, I doubt you would understand what that is.
I
or
write
means.
poetry. I know enough about philosophy. I'm
Yes,
pretty
because
sure.
poetry is exactly like philosophy. Yeah.
Are you smart enough to do philosophy, Kel?
Maybe I am. You don't know. I could be
I
smart
mean,
enough.
tell me your favorite philosopher right now and their most important thing. Most
William
important stuff.
Shakespeare.
No,
Hamlet. Fuck you.
wrong.
Yes.
That's
He's
not
a philosophy of life. Thank you.
I don't think that's actually a philosophy.
He philosophizes tragedy.
You know,
William Kant. That's a name.
okay, can we just shut up, please, and listen to your sister talk?
And Kant's categorical imperative says that everybody.
What the fuck?
There's free
That was
will
surprising.
is the ultimate goal of
What are you doing here?
of three.
I'm trying to help you out.
How is this helping me?
Well, I know a little bit about the veil that's keeping you from your sister, so I'm trying to help out by maybe I can like make her remember you.
No, you can't.
I mean, I can try, bitch.
You can't.
Can you stop being so? You're so
And-
fucking negative.
I see we
Never
have a new
tried.
student here.
Fuck.
Welcome. I'm glad that you. I assume you're visiting for the day. Are you interested in this course?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself.
I think she's talking to me because she can't see you. Half the time.
Why the fuck are you here?
I'm just trying.
What do you want?
I just want to help you.
Why? Why?
Because you're my
Why
best
you
friend. Bitch.
What am I?
You are like my best friend.
You don't remember that.
I remember everything about you.
Get the fuck up. We're not doing this.
No, it's fine. Just sit down.
Oh,
I am very interested in listening to your sister talk. This is very interesting.
please. You don't get to, okay? You're not allowed. One fucking thing, Maeve. One fucking thing. I just want one thing. Where you don't have to be involved, where none of you get to just infect, okay? This is it. This is all I have.
Okay, and I understand that, but I'm trying to help you because I feel for you. I don't think your only family should...
What?
Forget you, Kel. Jesus fuck, I'm trying. Half the time, the crew forgets that you even exist.
Exactly.
But I remember you. Like, ever since I awakened to this, like, whole veil lifting shit, I've remembered you.
How many times have we done this? And you still never get it because inherently, you're just a selfish fucking person because you don't get it. You don't listen. Just listen for 10 seconds, please. Okay?
You stop talking and you notice that the professor has stopped talking and everyone else is sort of looking over.
Fuck.
Like I said, Aristotle has your factors.
I drag you out to
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
This is not the first time, okay? This is not the first time you've asked. This is not the first time we've had this conversation, this argument. It's never the first time with you.
Okay.
It's never, because you always do the same thing.
It's because I fucking care about you. I remember all those times, but I'm actually aware and I remember you for the first time in like months and months. I keep remembering and I haven't stopped. I've gone to bed, I've woken up, I still remember that you're there. I go to bed, I lay in bed and I think about you. I was just with Penny the other day and I hadn't seen you in like 24 hours and I still said something to her about you. She completely forgot about you, but I remembered. I just kept fucking saying your name. You know, have you not noticed that I haven't had that moment in a really long time?
I can't notice that. Hey, I can't. I will drive myself insane if I notice that.
Well, bitch, it's happening. I'm the only person that fucking remembers you all the time. So
No,
either
because
deal
no,
with
you
the
can't be. You can't. Because you know what happens. You know what I'm doing. Every time I think it must mean something. And it never does.
about
Okay?
us. Kel. Okay, we're having this conversation. Okay.
We don't. I get it, okay? I get it. I know. Maeve, I know.
Kel, we're best
Please,
friends.
don't. Please.
No, we need to have this conversation now
Please, I
because
don't
you think that I'm gonna forget.
I
I'm sick of doing this. You are my best friend, okay? You've been my best friend since the beginning. Yeah, I forgot you for a little bit, and I'm sorry that the veil does stuff to people like that. It just makes us forget things, and your powers are more ingrained in it than. But
58 times.
58 times. But how many other people have forgotten more than me? I feel like I'm pretty good. I got a good number of less times.
I don't know how many times they have. I only kept track of yours.
I am here. I am here, and I just need you to understand and accept that.
Why are you? Why?
No, I don't have to be in love with someone to like love them. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be here for you in the ways that I can be. I can't go back to high school and have like this crush on you again. I can't. We have to move forward. If you want me in your life, if you want to be friends with me, if you want to live in my apartment, and you know we're all friends, I need you to understand that.
Past is the only thing I have. I don't have a future.
You do have a future.
I don't know how to make one. I never.
None of us do, Kel. It doesn't even matter if everyone forgets you. Nobody fucking knows what they're doing. You know how many people in our fucking group don't even know what they're doing with their lives? Do you think Christine knew what she was doing with her life? Do you think Chuck knows what he's doing with his life? God, Penny doesn't even fucking know what she's doing with her life. I don't know what I'm doing. I started out with this group because I wanted to get rid of the wand that I had, and now I don't have the wand, and I'm still here. I'm still doing these fucking investigations, still trying to save this fucking city like I'm not like a 20-something-year-old girl who is incapable of understanding how all these old people don't understand what's going on with the city. I don't care if you think I'm selfish. I'm fucking here for you. So you can call me selfish, and you can tell me that I'm a piece of shit, or whatever you want to say, but I am here for you.
Bell rings. People start shuffling out of this lecture hall.
I have to say goodbye to that little girl I knew in school. No, I have to say goodbye to her.
To little Maeve? Yeah. That bitch is long dead. You gotta like the one that I am now, because this one is... At least she doesn't fucking hate her life. And she actually probably likes you a lot more now, because I think you're less of a concept and more of a real person.
I didn't know you... I didn't know you hated your life. But...
Really? The black lipstick and the dark hair was not an indicator of someone who... And the leather jacket at the age of, like, 12 was not an indicator that I hated my life?
I just thought you wanted to look good.
I mean, I do look good, but it didn't start out that way. This is definitely an emo phase that did not stop, Kel.
Can you stop being chill?
No!
It's very exhausting.
Well, deal with it. You're
to
gonna
try
have
and
to
hate
deal
you
with it.
and you're...
You have to deal with it.
You see Professor Daly making her way out of the classroom with all the books and shuffling through the...
Professor Daily, thank you so much.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, I hope you enjoyed the. I don't know what's going on with you and your friend here.
Oh, no,
but
we just, you know, I actually... Kel, do you mind now, or is it going to be a problem?
I'm gonna trust you.
Okay. Do you mind if we talked in your class? I wanted to talk about signing up to join the course, and I know that's not really your responsibility, but I had more questions, and I didn't want to bother your class too much.
If you're busy, it's fine. It's fine.
It's totally fine if you're busy.
well, I'm a little busy right now. But you know, you could probably roll something, and I might make room for you.
Okay. I can convince her. I might have to investigate too. Actually, can I just ask you them here? You know, we don't have to go back into class. Can I just ask you a couple questions here? And like,
Hey, I might answer. I might not answer.
okay.
I don't know how I feel just yet for some reason.
Shit, I have to convince you to stay. All right.
No, I mean, you can roll investigate. That would count
Okay.
too if you.
I want to investigate, but I kind of want to look through the mist more than investigate. Like, I kind of want to distract her with questions while I'm trying to assess her with my like.
I will give you this one for free. I will give you this for free. In fact, I'll give Kel this for free. Kel, it occurs to you that you've been hanging out in the White Cliff area, and the mist is super thin, and you think, maybe if I get my sister there, the mist, the veil that stops her from remembering who I am might lift. But anyway, back to Mavis. You're just thinking about it. There's no reason to act on it right now.
Okay. Kel, I think we both just had the same idea from the same fourth wall breaking voice. Right?
I feel like
I heard it too. I don't know what it is. I hear it sometimes. It's kind of crazy. I'm surprised you heard it. No, he's dead. Remember, the clown's gone.
Oh, right. Sorry,
I broke the relic.
You did. But it reminds you of those great times.
To fix the fourth wall break, Chuck was saying into the group chat, hey, White Cliff has got really thin, like, people can see stuff.
Oh no, I think it's funny that we heard the fourth wall break because
Okay, thanks, Chuck.
It's just fun. Thanks, Chuck. But I think it's funny also just to be like, did you hear that voice? Like, but okay, yeah, I'm gonna convince her to come to White Cliff with us. You know, Professor, we actually we know this this philosophy club in White Cliff. If you have some time, like right now, we could like totally go. I know you're like super busy, but like I would totally love for you to like come and meet this the people in that group. They're like so cool. They're honestly like the
right now.
Right now, I'm gonna convince you.
It seems crazy, but you know,
seems insane.
Yeah, it is insane, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm a woman of words, socially perceptive. No, I'm actually gonna say get in her head because that's what I'm doing. I am going to use guide each other's backs because I have Kel's back here.
I feel like I got to go ahead, do this, but I feel like there's got to be some status you're fighting against here because you're going to have an automatic success. What's that? Like busy?
That's fine. Yeah.
You just got to give me 1 second.
Do you want to try to convince her, Chris? I don't know how many social tags you have.
Not a lot. But also, I don't know if like Kel wants this.
I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to think about it because I don't know if it's. Yeah. I mean, this is.
I think it's like being. I think that she's very raw right now because of the whole conversation, and things are moving like way too fast. I don't think she even she can register what's happening.
Okay, yeah, Mavis just going for it because she's like, Kel will appreciate it later.
Polly,
yeah.
Paul, can I suggest a status of like every logos that Kel has? So every mythos that Kel has is working against that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's what the myth is.
How many mythos themes do you have? That's a good one, Karsh. I could see that you might make an excellent MC for this game. So are you? How many Mythos themes you have total? Kel,
Oh, let me check.
like, are you a borderline or are you
I
legendary?
think
Are you
Kel has
touched?
2, last time I remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I
So
have 2.
okay. So we'll say that then it's a status of 2, or you know
Okay.
you'll subtract 2.
Okay.
That's a good way
So
to like
I'm cool with that.
hand
Yeah.
wave it. I was gonna look
Uh,
up a good look a good danger profile, but I like Karsh's hand wave method.
Woman of words. Um, get in their heads, sway the hearts. Fuck, I'm gonna need more than that. I don't want to use that. I could use got each other's backs. I'll use that one. And I mean, socially perceptive. I don't know how I couldn't. Eye for detail. I could like look up I could look at a specific book that she's holding and like mention that like there's a few people there that like are talking about that topic.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at me.
With that
Currently having
description,
Yeah,
That would
currently
be-
having
that
a
would be-
reading group. It's a reading group, yeah.
That'd be a power of 3, so I think that's good enough.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean it's are you
The convince
you're
roll,
gonna
right?
convince. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna track the status on this one because it may matter.
Woo!
You did it. You did it. Wow. Okay. You did it. Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you she's gonna be well, okay, what is the status you propose, and I'll let you know if she decides to take the status or go with you.
Intrigued 3. Or like piqued interest or something like
Okay. I'm gonna
sweet.
leave okay, so Kel, your sister will either take Intrigued 3 or decline to take Intrigued 3 and go with you now. If she holds the status of Intrigued 3, then that'll make it easier to like get her to do things the way you want to do later. On. Yeah. Look at Viv. She's like,
Fuck.
I'm gonna leave it up to you to decide. It can go either way.
It's gonna be later. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Thank
it's
you
fine.
so much. Cowboy,
No, it's
thank
fine.
you.
So she'll have the status. And then so like yeah, if she says no, I'll be like, oh, that's totally fine.
Cal's not ready. I'm sorry.
I'm intrigued though, you know.
I know you're intrigued. I'm a woman of great words. Every word
And so
that I speak is like a
humble.
soliloquy.
Right.
It's just beautiful. Can I still investigate her to see, or like do like a see through the mist question?
Sure.
If you don't mind. I'm sorry. I know this is your thing, but I wanted to also help you.
I'm okay.
You can take over in mine. I'll like do one, and you can just come in and be like,
Actually,
here's your therapy session. I'm here. Maeve actually has been depressed since she was a child. You know, she used to.
I'm gonna
cry in
talk
the
to your
bathroom.
sister. See how you like it.
Please do talk to my sister. It's funny.
By the way, I'm using Roll20 now. You know, to like
really?
track the character.
Yeah,
So look,
I'm so
yeah,
proud of
you can
you.
see I have a tracking card. It says Intrigued 3. And
Wow.
it's pretty fancy. I don't know what I can do with it now, but
It exists now, so you physically have
yeah.
it. Maeve's sister is single, but you can't date her.
I can't.
Oh, I mean, I thought Karsh was asking to date her. Kel can for sure. She's just
Fuck
crazy.
yeah.
You know what though? Like Kel might like that she's crazy.
Chuck might like that.
Back the fuck up, Chuck. You're not winning that fight.
Hey, I was in that apartment before you.
I am actually gonna burn my my tag for which one do I have that could burn for this? I kind of want to. I'm gonna burn my eye for details tag for this.
Okay.
See through the mist, so it'll be a 7+3 instant success.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool? Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
I would
That's
love
cool.
that. So
let's
so
go.
For see through the mist, I don't remember the difference. Is it just like I ask you mythosy kind of questions?
Yes.
Okay. How could I get Kel without using Whitecliff? How could I get Kel's How can I get Kel's sister to remember her?
I think this would be best handled as a reverse clue. So like the way this will work is like you'll tell me the answer and it just becomes part of the fiction.
Okay.
If you want to.
know
I
the
mean I can agree to it. Yeah.
Do you have
Oh,
the
you know
answer,
the answer?
Chris? I don't know the answer. I don't just Chris know
Okay.
the answer?
Well, yeah, I
I
mean
do know the
this will be
answer,
our
actually.
collaborative storytelling effort.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
so
what would the answer be?
For Kel's sister to remember her, Kel has to forget everything. Everything. Everyone.
oof.
It's a life for a life, you know?
Like your mythos too, like you just give it up. Is that what that would be what happens if you Oh.
So if you were to bring your sister to White Cliff, you couldn't have your cake and eat it too then. There's some like force out there that's sort of balancing everything such that if she remembers you have to forget even if you take her to
I think there's
White
moments of
Cliff?
remembrance, right?
Yeah.
There's
I
moments
think
of
it'd be
remembrance, but
like
they don't
it'd be
last.
flashes of memories.
Oh, okay.
Like, why do I remember you and I having ice cream one time, you know, stuff
So it's
like that.
almost like she has a tier 6 status. That could only be reversed by you taking a tier 6 status. What would that tier 6 status be? Since I can put it on here.
Ooh, can I
Well,
make it up?
yeah, go ahead. I can't.
Okay, in my worst nightmare 6.
Okay.
Because Kel's thing is nightmares, and
Ooh.
that makes sense.
Smart.
Okay.
This is your worst nightmare, and then that would be her worst nightmare. If you don't
That's
remember.
that's so
If
smart
change a tier
though.
6 status is to permanently change.
This is why
Uh,
I am a
You're a
MC.
genius.
Yeah. Well, you're the best MC out of all of us. So I
Okay,
appreciate
I don't know about that. No.
at City of Mist specifically.
Fair enough.
But anyways, yeah. So I guess
That's
how can
smart.
what how could I get rid of Kel's mythos? Like, would it just be like Armand Kai? Like, kind of. This is just more confirmation for me. Like,
Okay, so a tier 6 status helps you narrow it down too, because if you did a stop holding back, you can reduce a tier 6 status for one scene. You know, so like you could get her to remember Kel for one scene, and then it would revert back to, you know, she would forget. If that's a good answer. I don't know. I don't really understand the question specifically.
well, because if the problem, so what Chris said is that if Kel loses her mythos, then her sister would remember her, but she would forget everything, right? So
Yeah.
am I getting that right?
Yeah, I
Kind
think
of,
so.
yeah. So that would mean I'm asking, how do I know how to get rid of people's mythoi? Like, how to get rid of their, like, just get rid of it, like, get it out of someone. Is there any other way that I know of? I don't know.
I'm on
Yeah, I'm not
Kai.
going to charge you a clue for this because it would be I mean it would be like it would be beyond the powers that you've used before, right? Like
Okay, yeah.
Like I think I would just fall back on the rules in this one because I think it's a good idea to make it a tier 6 status because then the rules kind of fit
Yeah.
really well. You could do it with the stop holding back, but it would only last one scene.
But
Where
what
you
if
could like
Kel,
bubble them both and block the
yeah.
mist.
But what if Kel stopped holding back to protect, like, to take on the status and her sister, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, what if Kel was the one that stopped holding back and took the status instead? Like, her goal was to take the status on and take it from her sister permanently. Would that work?
Oh, I think she could do that without a roll. I think she could do that at will. I think the nature of the power is that she could, because of her mythos, she could do it at will. Anybody
Okay.
else, you'd have to stop holding
You'd have
back.
to stop it. But she could
Yeah.
take on, and that would probably be essentially like getting her mythos, like getting rid of it because it's tied
Yeah.
to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
That
like
answers all my
lives
questions.
apart. Yeah.
That answers all
I
my
don't.
questions.
Oh, okay.
I have like one more left. I'm just gonna. That's it. I got everything I need. You kind of like Kel watches as like Maeve is like talking to your sister and keeping her engaged, and you watch as her eyes like glow like a little purple as she's like looking her up and down, and you can see like she's kind of like looking around her.
Contacts. They're just contacts.
She doesn't see it. She doesn't. It's fine. She doesn't see it. And then like, she would like snap out and she'd be like, okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
here's an extra syllabus to see if you
Yeah, no, thank
you
you.
know,
Thank you so
yeah.
much.
All right,
I
all right.
really
Well,
appreciate it.
here's
Thank
one
you.
for you too, in case you're also interested.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, I hope to see you again, both of you. Really.
Have a
Bye.
great rest of your day. Maeve would like immediately like her smile would fade the second her sister turns, and she would just look at her and she'd be like,
Do you think she got a haircut today?
Shh,
I
I
think she
don't know.
did.
We need to talk.
Sorry. What's up?
So she'd be like, walk with me. She'll kind of like interlink her arm with you, like just to like kind of drag you along, and she'd be like, okay, so basically, you know how I say sometimes that like our powers are like tied to us as people, and like basically we like are the ones that kind of chose to have these kinds of powers. You've heard me say that a couple times.
You've said that
right?
before? Okay, all right.
Okay, maybe you weren't there. Anyways, this is one of those situations. The reason that your sister doesn't remember you is because of your powers.
I
The
knew
only
that.
way, okay, but the only way to get rid of it is for you to basically, essentially give up your powers. And that sounds
Yes.
great and all.
Yes.
But what I've noticed from the way that the veil goes around you two, you will forget everything. Everything in life, every person, everything you've ever experienced. But everyone will remember you, except you won't remember anyone. And also, you can do this willingly. You just have to do it on your sister. You can take the curse on your sister into yourself, and it'll essentially erase your powers. And this sounds like something out of a comic book. But
I
you know what?
stopped
You're a
walking.
knight,
I stopped walking.
yeah, she's fine with you. She kind of walks a little bit further, and she's like, okay, we'll stand. So
I'm freaking out.
yeah, I know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
This is kind of dips into like an empty like hallway area,
Okay, yeah.
like an empty classroom, I guess.
Yeah, we can go into an empty class. Okay, breathe. It's fine. See, look, we figured out the solution. And honestly, it won't take that long for you and your sister to remember each other. We have to think on the bright side.
The only thing I'll forget everything.
Everything, but everyone will remember you. Christine will remember you again, because Christine, obviously, she does remember you a couple times, but she'll remember you. Alex will remember you. Penny, me, obviously, I'll still do it, but your parents, I don't remember your parents around. And your sister, everyone. You just won't remember anything.
I don't know, man. I don't know. My memories were the only thing I had ever in all of this, in all these years of being forgotten and everyone just moving on. I remembered. I had them still there, and they weren't gone in my memories. When I was asleep, when I was dreaming, they weren't gone.
You'll still have your pictures, you'll still have, everything.
They won't mean anything.
And, I mean, there's some bright sides too. I mean, again, everyone will remember you. You won't remember Chuck. I don't know. There's some stuff. There's some positives there. I wish I could forget Chuck. She's trying to lighten the mood a little bit, and she's like, and I mean, then you don't have to remember me, and sounds like it would be good for you. So,
I said some shit back there. And you do ruin me. You really do. I wouldn't want to forget any of it. Any of it.
Well, then you don't have to. I mean, Kel, listen. Us as a group, we remember you all the time. At least, sometimes. Most people I remember you all the time. And I know that I'm not, with you the way that you want sometimes, but like I'm still here. Yeah, these powers are stupid, but like they're part of us.
Mhm.
A
It's
shitty
my-
part of us.
Is my life so bad? Is it? And I'm not trying to be accusational. I'm asking you. Is it?
I don't think your life is that bad. You have us as friends. We at least are always around you. I think, like, you know, I couldn't understand the sister thing, and I'm saying that out loud because I honestly could not get any further away from my sister. But I don't know, Kel. I that's up for you to decide. It's not my life.
So loud.
That is so loud. Thank you so much for the bits.
Young Black
Young Black Economist, that would be 3 each plus 1 left over. For the bits, for the donations.
Take one.
Very much.
But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. Yes. May the fourth wall be the truth revealed.
What an ominous sentence. Where were we?
God,
Scene.
did you hear that that noise? Was that the skull bell? What the fuck was that?
Lightning in the
Loud.
distance.
My god. I thought it was like a little jingle, but no, it's like a vroom. How irritating. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, take your time. I mean, listen, you have all the time in the world. And I will support your decision no matter what. And hey, guess what? If you forget me, I will just remind you how annoying I am. Every day. For the rest of your life. You're stuck with me. Unless I die, of course.
You're so annoying, man. Like,
I know,
Jesus
thank you.
Christ. Why
I
are
know.
we friends?
I ask you. You're the one that walked up to me on the playground and was like, you look fun. Do you want to be friends? And I was literally sitting there writing poetry like a loser in 3rd grade. That's your fault. You're the one that did that.
You know, in 3rd grade, I had a crush on your sister. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, everyone did. And then she disappeared and suddenly everyone had a crush on me. It was weird.
Thanks for Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right,
I'm-
we'll cut right there. Okay, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm
Cut right there.
happy to be selfish.
I do want to you to pick whatever mechanical benefit you're gonna get from
What
that.
mechanical
So
benefit
both
did
of
you get
you.
from that, Chris? Oh, me? Oh yeah, I can do
Well,
something.
well, if you want to, like you have a
Yeah.
as well.
I'll
Yeah.
use my secret pain for me. I'll just reduce.
Okay.
No,
it.
you
It
can't,
actually brings-
Chuck. No, you can't.
No, you can't. Because she kind of looks like Maeve, so it's a little weird if you have a crush on her. So actually, that brings me down to I only have 2 things left on my secret pain.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
If you don't know what
Oh.
that means, folks, that means that if you are if you have only 2 pips left in your secret pain, once those are gone, that means you're healed. 6.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Because we don't know it either.
I don't.
But it's good. I mean, it can't be bad.
Yeah. So now I'm at healed 4, and I have pain 2. So healed 4, pain 2.
Oh, okay. So you have 2 tiers, not just pips. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I have 2 pips. It's because it's tier 1 and tier 2 are like pips.
Hmm.
You can look at my character sheet. You can see it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah.
Pips off it enough.
My mistake.
true.
I've given
think I know
attention
what
to my secret pain 14 times. I have to do 16 to be fully healed. So 2 more times.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So Kel, what did you?
Oh, I was just checking up on my sister, which was like a logos thing. What was it?
Okay.
Yeah, I was just giving attention to my logos.
Okay. All right.
Don't you have like
Excellent.
a
Yeah,
bunch of
that was
improvements?
downtime.
That was down.
That was
I
down.
forgot about that. Yeah.
It's because I took over. I joined and I did mine with Kel. So
Yeah.
We both
Yeah,
got
but you're
something
allowed to
done.
do that. You can cut into a scene during downtime. That's perfectly okay. In fact, it helps resolve the downtime stuff. And of course, I think now we've reached a time where we can take a break, and we will return in approximately 10
What's Chuck
minutes.
doing?
Chuck
Chuck-
took like 2 minutes to say he
Oh,
was
that's
helping the
right. Yeah, he was on the floor. I remember.
poor.
Oh, I'm sorry
Yeah.
that you're not as cool as us. Like, it's just girl things.
But in
Yeah,
helping the
nice
poor,
job.
I was
I
also helping the mayoral campaign.
I
So,
like the way we go with drama. I think it's already paying off.
Mhm.
I've been trying to drive it in this direction for those of you watching. I really like these not just the PCs. I like the players who run the PCs because I don't know, it's just good
I
role
like you
play.
too.
Hey, thank you. I'd rather say it in the most creepy way possible. I like the players who run the PCs. So yes, and I'm glad it's working out so far because I want to make this sort of the way I MC games in the future. So thank you for helping me figure out, whether this is gonna be effective or not. All right. Anyway, it is now time for our break.
okay, we'll see you soon. Back in about 10 minutes. And we're back.
Well, howdy. We're
Howdy,
back.
y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Well, hi
Hey,
there.
y'all. How y'all
I was-
doing?
I was
How
just
y'all
con-
doing today?
Welcome back, one and all.
Wow.
Where would the PCs like to go next in our sandbox world? Even though I suggested off stream, I sort of railroaded you, but I'm gonna leave it up to you to decide finally what you'd like to do next. And we'll open this-
Flirt with the neighbor upstairs.
Fuck off. You're not going near her, Chuck. I refuse.
you go upstairs, knock on the door, and there's no answer.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That's just mean.
How's it mean? Not being home?
Yeah, sorry, she has a life. My sister has a life.
Wow, someone with a life. That'd be
I mean, I'm
nice.
surprised she has a life, but
Wonder how that feels. Either way.
That
got a new
goes. There
camera.
goes.
I'm gonna take
There
some
goes
photos.
my day. There goes my day. Oh, it's shot now. She's not even home.
So what are we doing? Are we cleaning up the streets?
I mean, you can definitely.
How'd the
do
mayor
that,
go?
Chuck. Oh, it was fine. We didn't get too much info, so.
Is she like? Is she a bad guy?
No,
Good guy.
she's not. She's a good guy.
Oh, so good guy versus good guy. Okay.
Sure.
Let me ask you
yeah.
this, Chuck. Chuck, what is your actual? So, like, you just heard something relatively significant for you. You just heard that the mayor is a good guy, but you've been hearing everywhere, constantly. The one thing that everybody repeats is the mayor is bad, not because like she's evil or anything, but she's inept. She's letting corruption take over, and she needs to go.
But I'm seeing that like there's crime on the streets, and I'm trying to help the streets.
Yeah. So why aren't you explaining that yeah, she's good, but she's bad for the city?
Can he
See,
conceptualize
Yeah,
that?
Chuck's brain shorted out.
I don't think Chuck.
Chuck, I
Chuck
feel like you need
conceptualized
to. But Chuck, Mayor Ricci's not. Mayor Ricci's not good for the city. Sure, she's a dedicated public servant, but ultimately, what matters is the safety of people in this enclave, or I should say, neighborhood.
I didn't hear that word. All I heard was
Did
neighborhood.
you say enclave? Hello?
I don't know what I
didn't hear
I
that.
don't know why I said that.
I didn't hear a thing. I might go back and edit that out.
You should just like put a bleep over like when we said it, so we're just like enclave, beep.
I have done that
I
before.
dropped it on purpose. There you go. You got me.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
that's
just
why the
confused.
veil is. That's why the mist is. An
Yeah.
enclave is a magical place that Rifts can use. That's like basically an other world. That's what you were inside when you were in that like little, fielded area.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah.
basically like an
Oh.
enclave. They're magical places that don't fit. That they don't fit in reality. That's why the mist is so weak in
Sneaky.
In fact, it
sneaky.
thins out so much that sometimes the MC uses words that she otherwise might not, because the mist is too thin to keep to control my words.
So
So, but she, I mean, the other guy's doing a good job. We're cleaning up the place. Yes, there's a crime problem.
Yeah, because he's working with the gangs creating the crime problem.
But I'm
It's a
a
system
knight
that
now.
helps itself.
I've been working with them, and we're like cleaning up the place. We're redistributing wealth, and making sure the poor are taken care of.
Yes, it's local grown produce now too. Even you might even say the neighborhood has grown more prosperous and, in your view, happier. Why would you want to go back to the dingy streets of working class city where people are like way more depressed and angry, which gave rise to the fighting that you're now trying to correct?
Mm-hmm.
local produce is all well and good, but who's distributing that amongst the poor?
I am. I have been.
You and
Yeah,
your
that's
group,
kind of
right?
it's kind of insulting, isn't it, Chuck?
And the others. No, I'm okay with that. It's about helping the poor.
Mm.
Like, can't we all just get along?
Sometimes that's not how the world works, Chuck. Sometimes things are complicated.
Sometimes you hate your best friend because she doesn't love you.
I haven't had that
Like-
problem.
She like
Do you
elbows-
want to fucking go? I'm willing to go. Like we
She,
can
like,
go.
she-
We can go
I think-
outside.
She's definitely just laughing a little. She's trying to make a joke out of that situation, but
It's
Oops.
not. It didn't
not the
land.
time yet.
No.
I haven't had that problem. Is like, but like, we're helping out everybody. Everybody is happier. It's not like
they
under
happy?
Crystal Knight's reign when she was like bringing reign of terror upon the city and everyone was unhappy and sad and
Yeah, we are so
making
lucky that
everyone
Crystal Knight's
horrible.
gone.
It
We're
was
so
so
lucky that
nice that
Crystal
it's
Knight's
like
gone.
she's gone. The insane asylum's
Yeah,
now
she's completely gone.
fixed up. They're like
Completely
well,
gone. Yeah.
totally. I don't know if they're totally happy they're insane
She's
asylum,
dead.
but
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Mhm.
Corbin did. I know it was bad that he killed her, but she was
Corvus.
Like,
Yeah, Corvus did kill her.
hiding
yeah.
from death, and that
It's
was
crazy. I know. It's
something his mantra was.
It's completely crazy that she's dead. I honestly am so happy that she's dead.
So I mean, it's so good that she's not here anymore because she was just everyone we spoke to, everyone that spoke to her, everyone that she had this network of
killed people.
psychs.
Yeah.
Wow.
But this
Awful
is a nice, peaceful area. It's a beautiful just respite in the city.
hmm
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Armand Kai also killed people, but like, go off, King. Anyway.
I'm willing
and
to
look
overlook
what
that.
happened to him. He turned into a drug addict. Well, a young drug addict.
Yeah, and I risked my life to do that. So, anyways,
Feels good.
we're
Feels
lucky
good.
that Crystal Knight's dead. We don't have to keep talking about Crystal Knight. Why are we talking about her right now? Like, she's dead. It's fine.
Sometimes
Because
you
she had
guys
a
just,
reign
like,
of terror,
You guys just
and
like
she made
go
everybody
off.
upset and unhappy.
good, like,
What is
5
wrong
minutes.
with making people happy and
But
giving
she's dead,
everybody?
so, like, we don't need to bring her up, Chuck.
I didn't bring her up. You brought her up. But I'm
I
just
didn't bring
saying
her
that
up. You brought her up. Don't
Wycliffe
gaslight
Okay,
is
okay,
now
guys,
happier
we're in a
because
circle again.
everybody is being taken care of. We're feeding
You
the
think
homeless.
that.
We're giving them places to stay. It's nicer.
Okay, but the means in which this happens, how this comes about, is unethical. Holy shit, I have been paying attention.
Wow.
Paying attention to
I'm
where?
so proud of you.
The classes.
Like, honestly, I'm so proud of you.
You're doing night class.
Philosophy. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it.
Why would you want to do philosophy?
Listen, is it good if the way that we get about doing these good acts is actually under a guise of corruption? The system that's being created, the system that who you're supporting is trying to push, is not a morally correct action.
Okay, Miss Daily. Holy shit.
But if the police aren't
Where'd
doing
that
their
come
job and protecting the citizens, then like people like myself, I can help protect them. I mean, I've got a little more power that I.
It's the system that needs to
should, but
change.
it feels right to help guard them, to help them out, and to feed them and to shelter them. I've lived too long under a bridge. I feel like
I kind of agree with this. This is making sense.
I feel like I've been awakened almost.
I know, but it's not. It's always going to be a problem, Chuck. Always, because that's just the system that we're in.
But
so
if we
need
just leave
to
the
change.
system to keep going, we need to fight it. We need to stop it to give back a better system so it works for all people, not just those at the top, not just the corporate cronies.
I agree.
Or the professional politicians.
I don't think that's what Cyrus is doing, Chuck. I'm pretty sure what Cyrus is doing is a power play. Like,
here's what I want.
And the mayor's not already in a power play. She's already got a position of power, and she's done nothing
mayor.
with it.
She was elected to be a mayor. What is she supposed to do when there's literally
help out the people on the streets?
The gangs to flood the streets? I would not know what to do as a mayor either if the gangs just started flooding the streets. She's doing the best as she fucking can, Chuck. Like,
she's failed at it.
For what? Like 2 weeks? She's been the mayor for how long? You can't.
At the end of the day, these systems were made just so the people, right, can have a. She was elected. We can't forget that she was elected to try and better the community, better this city.
And if she loses the next election, then she's not elected.
It's not an election, Chuck.
It is an election.
It's a takeover, Chuck. It's a takeover.
It's a takeover.
People are voting. It's an election.
It's not really an election. It's more of like a.
He's rigged the system. It's not fair.
The system's already rigged against the people. The people are downtrodden by the system. So
you're equating the city's entire worth
and
based
helping
on
each
one
other
portion of its
to
community.
fight back and to stand up against the corporate cronies and the professional politicians and the powers that be. We're helping each other.
You sound like so profound, but like you're talking about a man who has not said any of that. Like in our meeting with us, he literally just said, I just want to clean the streets of Whitecliff and I'm going to be elected mayor because I'm the one who knows how to clean the streets of Whitecliff. And also, I'm not going to tell you, but I am a knight of Corbin Payne and also I am like...
Wait, what?
Infinitely powerful. And yes, Chuck, he's a knight of Corbin Payne. I said it to you in front of Penny.
All right, Chuck, I'm gonna use an intrusion here. I would like to thank you, Chuck, for role-playing your character correctly and in a way that is, suited. And I'm going to award you a temporary theme, an additional theme, Protector of Albion. And you can choose three power tags and one weakness tag. I will put it in the Discord. From this,
is it like crispy or something?
I mean, it works like a yeah.
Like a crew
Yeah,
theme,
it
so
works
it's
like a
crispy,
temporary
yeah.
or a theme. Yeah.
Any of the tags that you use burn immediately after you use them.
So
Right, and you
was
can
it
only
3 power
use, like,
tags and 1?
one weakness tag. Here, I'll put it in the Discord for you.
You can
Okay.
do like an extra theme by clicking on your and flip your character card, and it says add an extra theme, and it doesn't matter what it says, just put it there. Like it's just it'll say like ride, ally, base of operations. You can just pick like.
That's your you have that. You have that.
I'll have to think about what that is and how that's going to play out. God, it takes me
Yeah, no.
ages to make up character stuff.
No, it's fine. I just want you to have that.
Thank you.
Because you are protecting. You are a protector of this. I mean, this is
I'm not.
one of the few places in the city where people are actually happy, and they sound like they want to destroy it or let it be destroyed, and that's disgusting.
Okay.
And people aren't in pain, like under Crystal
Yeah.
Knight.
They're happy. Yeah. Okay, so are you gonna make your way to I'm just asking. I'm not saying what anybody needs to do. But would you like to go to White Cliff? Or tell me, what does the party like to do here? Right now you're in the corporate,
I mean-
or you're in your headquarters.
Yeah, I mean, at my apartment. We are. I think like if Chuck leaves, I want to have a conversation with Kel about what we're gonna do, because I feel like I need Kel's help to do this.
Okay, well, I think you'll have a moment, like, Chuck's not going to be all over you the entire time. You'll have I'm sure
I
in the
find-
course of your time there, you're going to have time to be able to just talk to each other directly. So,
Chuck gets distracted by his new pretty camera, taking photos.
Go take photos, kiddo.
So we're gonna be in opposition of Chuck. Do you want to join Chuck and join the quest or
You get a
whatever?
theme.
Because you are technically knighted now.
I am
Do
not.
you believe? Are you with me on this?
I don't know.
you want to roll for it?
Do you want to roll to see which one you go with?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe taking over the system
the
is
right
the best.
call.
No, it's a biased little thing.
How
that
do
you
you
do.
change the system?
And at
if
the
you-
end of the
You're not in this conversation. You're playing with your camera.
at the end of the day, the person that is pushing for it has bad like
do that?
there's bad things that he wants to do, like wants to
He's a
accomplish.
knight.
I mean, I remind you, though, that the voiceover monologue.
I don't care what the voice
truthfully
monologue
told
said.
you-
We weren't there. We didn't hear any of that in character.
Oh, okay. All right.
What did the voiceover monologue say though, real quick?
That-
We're going against like basically a guy who's trying to defeat Corbin Payne.
Fuck.
But we didn't hear that in character, so we have to
It's
go
true.
completely
It's
off
true,
of
you're
like what we
right.
hear in character.
You're right.
I'm gonna be a third party. I'm neutral in this
Okay, well listen, I will pay you 500
because I am a knight. I am a part of this. What was that? Sorry.
I will give you $500, and I will buy all of the snacks that you want in the apartment for a month if you sneak into their headquarters and get me information about them.
2K.
working with DM.
2K.
Okay, sure. Money doesn't mean anything to me. 2K.
No roll.
Wait, what do you
necessary.
want? What is this?
I need you to go into the. Since you're a knight, I need you to go in. And I need you to get information for me about like their corruption, or like get some kind of thing that I can use in the debate to prevent the mayor from. Yeah, this is what happens when you have money, Chuck. The rich people always win. You're right.
As we're like saying,
We had a dragon horde together. How could you, Kel?
Kel wasn't paying attention during that, is what she said.
I was on my phone most of that. It was treasured though. That memory, it was a
We could have
treasured
shared
memory.
a dragon horde.
We did in spirit. You got all that horde, motherfucker.
I just,
You did.
Um, I will look for you. But what if I don't find anything?
Then you don't find anything, but I really need you to look. I need
I'll look.
something to really push this. There needs to be something about the narrative of there being like gang members working with him, because I
Mhm.
think it's the only thing that can save the mayor's case. So
Okay, I'll look. 2K and snacks.
I mean, like, do you want to check now? Oh no, you don't have a bank account. I think I have some cash laying around. Here, wait. You see she like kind of like looks underneath the like island in the kitchen, and she just like pulls like a big wad of cash out from underneath, like it's like inside some kind of like, and she just like she goes like, oh, I think this is like 250. You know? Like,
This feels good. What we're doing right now. This feels correct.
I like this. I like this.
I like what's
she
happening.
puts the money like back
Okay,
under,
yeah.
and she goes, "Oh, by the way, you can use that whenever you want. Just don't tell Chuck about it, because like the last time he found my stash, he literally used it to buy 100 gallons of milk."
Oh wow.
No, we listed it as 100 gallons of milk, but it was actually the sign that says secret headquarters.
Chuck.
Yeah, you're not in this conversation.
I walk over.
I take a photo.
Oh, okay. New camera, that's nice.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
What do you mean? You agree with me? That's a new camera? It is a new camera.
No, what you were saying before, I was thinking about it. You're right.
Check this out. I'll take a photo of Maeve.
Why the flash? We're indoors.
Wait, what does it
Gotta
show?
have the flash.
Maybe it shows me
Look
in like
at it.
in like
Look.
my magical dress or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Oh wow. That is cool.
I know.
Yeah, right.
Wait, what do you see when you take a photo of me?
I just did.
What do you?
it's nothing.
Nothing? Am I in that photo?
You were right there when I took it. Look, and take a photo together.
Okay.
Do you turn up?
I want to say no.
How can you
Because
have
it's a
all
camera
these
that
photos
takes
of
pictures.
yourself all these photos in your room, and you don't show up in photos?
It's a magical photo.
The photos of other people.
Also, it's a magical photograph thing that shows mythoi. Like, I don't.
I agree with you, Chuck. And
That you don't turn
I
up?
think you're. We can see that I don't, but mainly the thing we were talking about before. Remember, cleaning the streets.
Ah, yes. Yes, cleaning the streets. We need to find
I think
that
it's
stash
about
of money
time.
and get a street sweeper.
What stack of money? I think it's about time that I fulfilled my nightly duties.
Oh my god, Maeve is like
Wait.
listening.
Shut the
She's
fuck
just-
up,
she's
babe! I
like,
can
I won't
hear
take
you
it.
laughing.
No, I've got a
Sorry,
girlfriend.
I saw a meme.
What?
Hey.
Oh,
Chuck.
it's not night. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Just caught me off guard there. Wow, that was not expected. Sorry. No,
That's gross.
just really not expected that. Sorry.
Before we go any further, hard pass. I
Chuck,
feel
no one's
on
gonna
both
date
our
you.
ends. I hope.
Chuck, no one's gonna date you.
I have a girlfriend.
Okay. Is the girlfriend in the room with us? Sorry, no. That was
No,
me.
but I know exactly where she is. She's waiting for her flight.
Holy shit!
Whoa,
That-
hey, what? Tell us about
That
that.
Well, what was her name? The flight attendant?
Yeah.
Huh. Didn't expect that. Okay. Let's do the night. Let's do the night things. Yeah, let's go do that
Okay.
at the night headquarters. What do you say, Chuck?
Okay, but this is not a date. Remember.
I told you before. Hard pass.
Yeah. Just
I
making
feel.
sure.
I feel like okay.
Just making sure. Wait, am I driving?
Can you drive? Don't you like fly? I thought that was
Oh,
a
I
thing you
can.
did.
But it's a little bit weird over there.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Because of the thin air, I guess.
Yeah, it's like we can. You know how we see things? So do others. At least a little bit. So I thought if I was flying, people might notice a bit more.
Valid concern. Okay. That's like, yeah, we should
Yeah.
look into that probably. Mavis, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm going to go have. I don't know.
Okay. That was so casual. Oh my god. Okay, let's go, Chuck.
Okay, so I will tell you this: if the two of you are going to go to a headquarters, there is you got a couple choices. You can go to the junkyard. You could go to the community the concerned citizens council. You could go to the basketball court. There are knights they are spreading and they're building, of course. Or you might also want to pitch in with the barriers that they're erecting to block traffic on the freeway.
No, I think we'll go to the Concerned Citizens Council.
All right. We will. The scene opens then. The two of you standing outside the Concerned Citizens Council. There's elevated activity. People going in and out. That your great leader Cyrus. Sorry, I was about to use the wrong. Calvin Cyrus is inside in his office working the phones, glad handing the people. He's getting ready for what now is going to be a debate between him and the mayor that's coming up, in the next few days or so. What do you do?
Hi there. Are we gonna meet him? Are we meeting him?
If you'd like to. So the scene opens then. Oh, well, it's two of my newest recruits. Oh, come on in and have a seat. How's it?
I don't want to impose.
What's the word? Please.
Okay, well,
We've got a big moment coming up between us with the mayor. We've got a chance to finally get rid of her. And I can't tell you, the neighborhood is teeming with excitement. Thanks, no little thanks to you two for doing your part.
Well,
Too kind.
Kel is...
That's what they say about me. I'm the good guy.
Kel's more my supervisor, it seems, but she's good. She's a good guy. Well, go.
Yeah.
I'm just concerned that the people need some... Like, it looks like we're the bad guys in the city. If like in Whitecliff, if we're looking... If we look like a gang, we look like the bad guys. Is there a way to have a uniform so we can?
What are you talking about, kid? We don't have anything to do with those gangs. We're trying to clean up the streets. Am I
Don't
right?
you?
I know, and I thought we could the redistribution of wealth to the poor and to those struggling, feeding those on the streets, maybe even housing them would be a great idea. Make sure everybody is happy and make sure everyone is taken care of is a great idea. But it can look like those doing that work might be looking bad. So I was thinking if we could have uniforms or something.
Uniforms?
Yeah,
you mean
but not gang style, but uniforms to show that we're here to helping out the streets and cleaning up the place.
Yeah,
in a proactive, positive way.
Look. Here's what we have to do.
Whatever.
You could probably make a roll to change my mind on this one, but I think if you don't, here's what my plan is see, right now, if we have uniforms, that makes us look like we're kind of official. I try, I don't really talk about how we run the gangs, that.
Oh no, because
we do it under the shadows.
But once we defeat the mayor, then we're in charge, and then we can have official-looking uniforms. If we have the uniforms ahead of time, then we seem kind of fascist.
What if they?
I don't like that look.
I got instead of having uniforms for singing and stuff like that, we could just have a color code, just a shirt or something. Just a simple brown shirt to say that we're part of the community.
Hold on a second. I got a shirt.
It's just a nice simple color like brown to make it
says I heart Whitecliff. Like the New York shirts. Here's a shirt for you. Yeah.
Can I have a flashback?
Yes, of course.
You have one of those shirts?
Yeah. No. I want to when I handed off the money to Kel, I want to have in that scene, because I trust Kel, but I also want my own information. So I kind of want to change the game and put a bug on Kel.
Motherfucker, I knew you were gonna
That's
bug
like
me.
listening to.
All right.
That's listening to everything that's happening here, and it's like recording it. And I was thinking I was gonna use, is Kel's?
You're
Kel's
gonna
power
have
is,
to
like,
hide the effect if you
Okay,
want this to
that's
work.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I was gonna burn a tag for it. So.
All right. Okay. All right. That's fine. You
Because I like.
I won't know what's coming.
But yeah, I was.
Can
gonna
I burn a tag to disable security systems in my own flashback?
You won't know that it's happening though. If I'm hiding the effect, you won't even know that it's happening. Or Kel.
Especially,
Unless you-
yeah.
Yeah, it happened before you even talked to Kel.
Seems right, but you know, it's up to you. Yeah. I mean, you could roll something to discover. You know, to sort of be like, sort of notice it, if you like.
I mean, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna burn my power augmentation, and I'm going to actually use Kel's powers, which are to create and manipulate nightmares, at least a little bit in some kind of way, and I'm gonna create a Calvin's worst nightmare, which is a recording device that would pick up on what he's saying to other people. So it's
okay.
I'm just creating a nightmarish recording device.
All right, I'll let that go.
I mean, you don't have to. I could do anyone's powers.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We'll.
I feel so used.
I mean, I could let you know that it's there if you want.
You could have just told me and I would have worn a bug.
Oh, I mean,
not now.
Well, then we'll flash back and you could do that too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kel, I'm gonna put a bug on you, okay? Hope you're fine with that. But also find physical evidence. Okay, thanks. You're great. Love you.
What?
Mom's the word. Oh, shoot, I gotta
Ooh, wow, that was closer than you. Okay.
No. It's I burned a tag for it, so.
Oh right. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got excited.
I know you did. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna hide the effect. I'm gonna create the story tag of the bug that's listening, and then it'll just help me when I investigate, or it'll help me investigate later. Because I'll have all of that.
And you'll have the ability to investigate without, just give you the opportunity to hear.
I'm gonna prolong the effect too. So I'm just gonna have the story tag of bugged recording 1 or whatever, and it'll just be for when if I ever need to do something with that.
Okay. That's okay. I'm just thinking, Protectors of Albion, we have security at the headquarters, and don't they do a security sweep? I'm pretty sure that's on the story tag of Protectors of Albion as one of the powers.
Well, it probably would be. I mean, there are
just as a thought.
Confidentiality. Confidentiality is very important. We can't let outsiders know the plans because they're gonna misunderstand. They're not gonna know.
Right.
So can that be burned? I will have that as one of the tags if that is possible.
You can't burn that for a hit.
No? But it can be burned to try to help detect.
You I mean, use it to try to detect if you want, but that would just be going toe to toe with me to try to reveal one of my things.
Yes, yeah. I think that's the way you would.
Would that mean that you suspect me?
No, it's just it'll be a global thing as you in the office.
Right.
As in the office itself would have it, not as one as in walking through the office. That type of scam.
No, I think you're trusted. So I think your knights. They're not going to.
Yeah, knights. Knights.
Yeah, I mean, you've done a quest. You've been out there. They don't think you're trying.
We've been in the thick of it.
That would have to be you specifically.
You guys fought a dragon together. I trust you.
Cal's feeling real guilty all this and starts to gives you 1K.
Explain why Chuck may be inclined.
Just hands you 1K without saying anything. Doesn't say anything.
Do that.
You're gonna give me money?
Yeah. Just here you go. Doesn't say a word. It's just
I think he's giving us the shirt for free.
What's up? Oh no, it's okay.
But
So
we could use that to help the homeless. Like that
Yeah.
could help.
yeah, that could help probably.
So what was that? You need to speak up.
What? Nothing. Yeah. Do you have So it's just the one shirt, huh? Wow, brown. That's an interesting.
What's the name of your
design
tag?
choice.
Like bug listening device? Or...
Yeah, it's a like a nightmarish bug listening
Okay.
device. Yeah, like I just did like a bug story tag, Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just putting it on the map.
Oh my god, it's fine. Relax.
It's fine.
It's fine. You hear Maeve's voice in the back of it. It's fine. Like
It's fine.
It's gonna be fine. We have to do
It
this.
doesn't feel fine.
It's gonna be fine.
He's gonna give 1K to the homeless man.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you try to put the bug in the office? Does that occur to you? And if it does, that would be a take the risk.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to. I had a whole thing planned actually.
Oh,
But
Honestly,
I don't mean to
you know,
enter. I don't mean to get in the way. This
Yeah,
this bitch keeps.
no, that's a
talking
good
over
idea
me,
though.
You know,
That's a
Yeah,
very good idea.
but she doesn't have
this
to.
Polly. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I gotta go to the bathroom. Give me a second. Sorry.
She doesn't have to put the bug down because it's listening and it's recording. So
Yes, but if I leave,
Yeah, you want to leave it in there.
then
But
it can
it's
still
not
be
actually
there.
Real
But
information.
I'm saying that you already got incriminating evidence of him saying that he's working with the gangs, which is kind of all I really wanted anyway.
Yeah, but I'll deny it.
How can you deny it? It's his
Seriously.
voice.
It was also I was going to like go to the bathroom, make it like I guess like a nightmare like dragon. So then everyone would get distracted and go out there, and then I would sneak back in to the office and like look around for stuff. That was my plan.
Do you have powers to do that?
I can make like nightmares. This is my whole deal.
It's your whole deal.
It's
But,
true. I did admit it, didn't I? Well, okay, that's just a piece of evidence. So, I don't know if that's going to sway people, but
I will just go like I guess this is the two-way bug, is it, or do I just call you?
No, I can hear it. It's recording.
Do you have enough?
No, I need you to get physical evidence, like something physical. People are dumb. You know that like people trust like Republicans all the time. Why are they gonna not trust this dude who's saying that he's doing the best for the world or whatever?
This feels.
It feels wrong, but
sometimes you got to break a few eggs, if you want to make a delicious omelet. So yeah, like it's not, what? Yeah, it ain't right to work with the gangs, or even run the gangs. But come on now, come on, the mayor's not doing their job.
I didn't hear that.
That could be enough. I don't know. Like
my suggestion is that we try to like a part of cleaning up the streets would be actually to clean up the streets because the mayor hasn't been really organising the litter cleanup and all that bits and pieces. They're not always on time and they miss parts. And I was thinking we could actually like do a community-driven campaign, a grassroots campaign, and just actually start cleaning up the place and getting with the graffiti and clean up. And I just thought we could like show that people that show the people and show the voters that we can all get along, we all help each other, and the mayor's not on our side.
I appreciate the enthusiasm here, but great. But you got to take orders from your captain, of your night team, which is your missions. All of that's real important, but we gotta stay focused on the mission, right?
And the mission is to show people that the mayor is incompetent and that we can do better.
That's right.
And by doing better, that's not just in like it's by showing the community is there behind you and the weak are best for the community.
Yeah. So
cleaning up the streets can actually be cleaning up the streets from the graffiti and from all the other bits and pieces.
Okay.
I was just like listening in, and then Tomei's like, when like your little brother gets into like an alt-right YouTube account.
Yes.
It feels very much like that's happening right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
You know
Like,
what?
I'm going to roll convince here to try to see if he.
Well, wait. I got a job. Especially, you know, like I like your style. And I got a special job that I just thought of for you.
I'm not in the room for this.
I just got inspired by the alt-right thing.
Get my info. I gotta go. Like I'm doing stuff. I love you. Thank you so much for this. I will give you more money if you want. Just please keep your head.
4K.
Oh my god! I know you already gave 1,000 to Chuck. I heard you do it. Just go do this, and I'll give you whatever later.
Shut the fuck up! I'm literally doing espionage right now. I'm espionaging. Okay, bye.
You'll espionage your ass off.
So part of what we got to do around here to make sure the streets are clean, we got to clean up the graffiti. Sure. You know, but I sense you want to do something bigger. We could always have. We got lots of people out there. Look at them. The little drones out. They're gonna clean up the graffiti. We don't like. We want to. You know, we see a broken window, we arrest someone. That's how we do it, right? But we got to protect the neighborhood from the outside, the bad element. And you see what we do, right? We're blocking off the streets. I want to put you in charge of the barriers of keeping the bad elements of the city. You know, the city has got very, very bad people. They're not sending their best, and we have to block it off. We have to build a wall, if you will, that stops the traffic. Yeah.
Are they saying rapists and criminals?
Play for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna make the Mexicans.
They're sending their rapists. They're sending. You know, some of them, I assume, are good people.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure that Miller Square pays for all that.
Yeah. Well, the city's gonna. Yeah.
I was thinking around. I'm sorry, in the background.
The city will pay for it. Of course. Hey, I like the way you think.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to put you in charge of the wall building effort. You want to? Are you willing, Sir Chuck? Are you willing to take on that quest?
I mean, I am an engineering student.
For Albion!
I've never built a wall, but I am an engineering student, so...
Yes, that's right, Chuck.
Walls will be much easier to build than, say, a trebuchet.
Chuck, you're going to go far. Sometime soon, I'm going to tell you the real threat in this city who we're going to fight. And you're going to stand... we're going to stand side by side.
Is it the fisherman?
Yeah. What now? We're talking about the great evil.
The fisherman. The fishing club.
Yeah, whatever. The fisherman. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Chuck thinks is the great evil of the city. That's how he knows Goblin Payne as the fisherman.
We're talking about the king. The evil king. The bad king.
No, the fisherman. Well...
How do you know about that guy?
Oh, he met one time when I was unconscious. He was really weird. Like he asked me some weird questions.
Guy, right? He's a bad guy. I'm against him.
Can I just say I'm listening in on this? Joe, sneaking around in the background.
I'm giving you free information here.
Okay.
I'm against him.
Okay.
I want to take him down.
It's not an easy person to take down. I mean, he's got people all over the place, and
you're telling me, kid. But somebody has to.
I know. Like we like I met Crystal Knight. Like he's like that weirdo that used to run the insane asylum, like for the criminally insane. Gosh, she was powerful. She was a whack job.
You could see his eyes get big. Chuck. Hey, Kel, was it?
What's up?
Kel,
yes. Hey, yeah, I'm back from the bathroom. What's up?
Oh,
this is a crazy conversation. I'm listening in.
Yeah,
on.
you know, I hate to impose.
A crazy cool conversation is what I meant.
Could we have a moment alone here? You know?
Just you.
Yeah. Well, you know, I want to tell Chuck something. You know,
I'd feel a little uncomfortable leaving.
All right, okay. I'm sorry. I'm
That's-
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why I said that. Was the
All right,
you
Kel,
shouldn't talk.
did you want to
I
ask me
felt
out?
like-
Hard pass, bro. Oh my god.
Are you sure? Because you've just been like kind of weird and like that lovey-dovey eyes. It's been
Lovey.
all, yeah.
Bro, that's just the way my eyes look.
It,
Well, let me
It's
ask you,
weird.
Kel. Kel,
What's
do
up?
you know about this?
trying to try to get Kel out of there.
Do you know about
You're
this?
gonna get
Gonna get smacked.
Do you know about this fisherman guy too?
I do.
He's bad, then you know, right?
He's horrible.
I'm against him.
Are
I'm
you?
the guy. Yeah, I'm a guy. Yes, that's why I'm here. That's why I keep coming here. So just between you and me, this ain't just about the mayor. The
Well,
mayor.
process of, yeah. Hmm.
I'm against that. I'm the good guy here.
That's how that works.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you like to join the quest as well? Would you like to build the wall? You know what we do.
Wow.
Sometimes my big plan is when the kids try to go through the wall, is we put them in cages.
I do think
That's
kids
what you-
deserve to be in cages.
That's
That
right.
Sounds
That's right.
like an appropriate
They're bad
reaction to
too.
that.
You know,
Mhm.
actually, they were doing that before him, but it's okay. I mean, it just got worse.
Yeah, I mean, they say I made it up, but the previous guy did it too, and nobody made a big deal out
No
of
one
it
really
now.
said anything about that one,
So
did
are
they?
you saying that like the mayor is already putting people in cages? See, that's why she
Yeah.
can't. Like Eleanor Ricky shouldn't be putting people in cages.
This can't be.
Look,
political
okay,
commentary.
I don't know why I said that. I don't want kids in cages. That seems insane. Nobody would ever do that.
That's
That
a
sounds
little-
fashy, right?
It's a little
that's-
fashy. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
a little
no,
fashy.
I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I do want.
And you're
the
not
wall.
that, are you? Because the enemy of my enemy is
Well,
an
I'm the
ally.
good guy. Look,
Right.
look. You know about the fisherman. You call him. I call him the evil king. Anyway, he's the reason why this city's dog shit, and I want to clean it up. But I'm not as powerful as him yet.
Of course.
I'm gonna be straight with you here. I'm not as he's very big. He's very big. So I want to spread what I
I'm
got.
just a little man. Mhm.
Easy. Short kings are still kings. Okay. Now I want to build this wall. Okay, and it's not just to keep people out. It's to build our power. It's to keep this. Oh, I call it a veil, but it's it like hold us down. You know what I'm talking about. It's the thing that
Right.
stops you from being
Mhm.
yourself. And this wall, we got to build it so that we can make ourselves more powerful and eventually spread out to the rest of the city and take out the bad guy.
So you
Yeah.
probably need help from Amon Kai. He's a bit of a druggo right now, but
I mean, look. I gotta tell you, me and Alma never saw eye to eye. He was always into these potions, and My
he's
style,
into
not
a
my
lot
style.
of things right now.
yeah. Well, okay, but like, look, you're right here. Will you both join my quest? Will you both pledge allegiance?
I don't know about
You out
legions, but I'm with you. I mean, that fisherman guy. I don't know why a fishing club can be so evil,
Yeah.
and why they have
You
to
want-
like.
That's because the
Make
fish
people-
are the devil.
Are they?
Yes.
Will you
I
join
can't
my
remember that in
quest?
religion class.
I feel like you're not really.
I
enthusiastic.
want to tell you this with everything in my heart. I like sincerely. I am very glad that I'm in this room right now talking to you.
I believe you. You know what? That just warms my heart. So will you
I
join
go to
my
hug
quest?
Kel, and then remember, like she'll punch me if I do, so I just don't.
Boy, you can't get good help these days, can you?
You really can't.
I'm good help.
So you see like a bunch of the worker bees around. Like he has an office. There's some glass windows where you can see in and out. And and the worker bees have sort of slowed down their work and have turned over because they can sort of see a little bit of commotion. You see some of them standing up and looking in at this conversation where you're talking animatedly, and he looks around and he points to you, to the others that are kind of watching and paying attention. He's trying to get them to notice you. Will you join my quest?
I'm in.
Yes, Sir Chuck. Will you join my quest?
Look,
I-
even for parental responsibility, come on.
Knight Kel.
I
Kel of the Round
I
Table
bend a
sounds
knee.
Yes, you will build the wall.
If you, Kel, you'll be unforgettable if you do this.
Defeat the greatest evil this city has
Ow,
ever
Chuck.
seen.
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
Yeah, that was a deliberate owl. Sorry about that, but that was a deliberate owl. But out of context, he doesn't know.
An illuminating conversation. I'm glad we had this. All right.
So wait, but there's one more thing. When you
Mm.
join the quest, I will lay my hands on you, and you will take a compelling status of 3, loyal.
Can you not touch me?
Not really a
I could
hugger.
not. I could
Oh,
wave
okay.
my sword around.
Oh, you have
Okay.
a sword too? I got one of those.
You both, if you join my quest, you are loyal 3.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's gonna control you, basically.
Compelling status. So I know that you're with me.
I don't do that. But thank you. I'm all in. Look at me. I will follow you to the end of it all. You don't need that, okay?
And
Come on,
he,
Kel.
like,
Even
signal-
even if it's just to look after me.
Chuck,
You could do it to him.
watch and see how painless it is. He pulls out a magic sword
Ew.
behind the desk. No, not that kind of magic sword. It actually looks like it glows.
Ew.
He waves it around Chuck.
Ew.
Not that kind of sword.
Okay.
And Chuck, you take the permanent status of loyal 3.
Done.
Or say
Well,
loyal to Albion.
I got loyal to True King.
Loyal to
happened.
Albion, we'll say. Now, will you join me?
of course I am. I'm doing it right now. I will give you $1,000 if you do not touch that gross, disgusting sword onto my body, though.
Okay, so if you can, okay, so he's putting you to a decision, right? So like you can either accept
Have
or
to
say
decide
no,
on
but
that.
if you want to try to get it out of it, that's
Hmm.
going to require a roll. If you want to try to like get him to not get out
Yeah.
of the decision.
I'm
And I
trying
will
to
tell
manipulate
Yeah.
a bit.
Okay, so how would you like
Damn,
to do?
Kel,
Hi,
I'm
my true-
sorry. I always put you in these weird positions.
I didn't expect this to happen.
I didn't expect this to happen either.
Getting the suspect's head, does this count? Because I'm kind of giving him what he wants to
What-
hear.
Would Kel be able to face danger against the status? But would they know if she faced danger? That's a weird question, right?
So here is a status I could give you. It's the kingly presence. Like once per scene, when a character first sees this dude, you take respectful 3, and cannot, or willing servants take loyal 3 instead and cannot face danger. So you can I'll give you respectful 3 for this scene only, and that's going to affect whether you can go against him in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Okay.
you just respect him as a person in this scene.
Okay.
So to see if that, I mean that'll probably count against your attempt to like get out of this question he's putting you to.
I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I think it works. You're
You
feeling
can-
quite respectful, aren't you?
Gradual, I suppose.
How about we say
Reluctant.
we'll do a take? How about you make this a take the risk?
Okay.
If you succeed at the take the risk, then you can leave without a status, and he'll assume that you're with him. He'll get
Mhm.
distracted or whatever you decide.
Okay.
I can't.
Is this a spectacle? Am I making a spectacle?
Can I?
Kinda.
Can I
Kind of,
try to
I don't know.
convince Cal?
Doesn't work
You
on-
just wait a second. Let's hear
I was
what
gonna say-
what.
Okay, go.
Go ahead, Viv. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna no, I was gonna let Karsh finish, but convince doesn't work on PCs because if you need to convince them, it's actually go toe to toe because you're going against their wishes.
Yeah, I go to like just try to give a little bit of a status of like being a little bit okay with the idea.
Cal knows that you're okay with it. That's the problem.
No, just try to convince Cal that it's an okay idea.
Oh. I don't know, man. Do I how do I deal with this? Do I
It's
do
PvP.
the
You'd have to face danger against Chuck putting a status on you. So Chuck tries to
Oh.
put a status on you. You get to invoke Chuck's weaknesses, only one of them, and then you try to face danger against the status. Chuck can invoke a weakness on you. Anyone in the party can use help or hurt points, but since no one is there,
Chuck,
it's just you two.
do you trust me?
I don't trust anybody really.
How many times have I been there? I've been here a lot, man.
But don't you trust Chuck? Don't you trust me?
Don't you trust me? If you trust me,
This is a good
you know
thing.
that what I'm doing.
Can't we? Look, we can heal the pain. We can heal all the hurt. The fisherman's the one that's doing all this danger to everybody and hurting people.
We can, okay?
His allies have hurt everybody. You didn't get to see the damage that Crystal Knight was doing. She was destroying
Chuck,
people. Unkind was killing people.
I know.
Can't we just all get along?
I will make sure
I'm here to,
that we can.
I'm here to
okay?
protect people. You're here to look over me.
I know.
I'm not calling you a parental figure, but you're the freaking closest thing I've got right now.
You need to trust me, Chuck. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me.
I'm still going to try to do a roll.
Fair enough.
It's a good,
Okay, so
it's a
what are
good
you
thing
trying
that
to
Crystal
achieve
Knight
here?
is dead, by the way.
What was that?
So what is it? Face danger?
No,
Well-
Chuck has to do go toe to toe first. Oops, sorry,
Okay.
Polly, you can go.
What are you trying to achieve exactly? I
To
didn't hear
try
that part.
to give a status of a susceptible to the to following
Oh,
Chuck.
okay. Okay, all right. So yeah, that'd be go toe to toe.
Yeah. I would love to use a bit. I'm going to be counterbound a bit. We don't have each other's back on this, do we?
No.
No. Just worth a try. Chuck's using the heal the pain, and the can't we just get along?
Okay, all right, that works. Would you
There's
like
nothing
to
else that
Kel,
works.
invoke a weakness tag? Let me see if there's any that apply. This is going to be an exciting PvP moment. Now,
And there's a
now-
chat in there too.
Here's also how I play this usually. As a go toe to toe, you have a chance to react and do something back to him, just as an NPC would. So I will suspend like applying any status to you until you respond, if that's the way it works out.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you
Statuses is usually the way that PvP works is like Chuck reads out all of his weaknesses to Kel, and then she picks one that she thinks applies.
Yep.
Um,
So if you want to hear them, feel good thoughts to heal. That's too complicated. Foolhardy gets me into trouble, and I lost the manual are my weaknesses.
That's too complicated. Sounds nice.
yeah, that sounds perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you a multifaceted, complicated character, Chuck. It's my dying wish.
So that gives me a total of. That didn't turn up. So that's. How'd that work?
If you have a hurt point on Chuck, Kel, Chris, you can actually add that to Chuck's total if you have.
I do, don't I? Yeah, I do.
I've only got help points for everybody because I see the positive.
No, because you like from near the beginning. I think it was like the first session. You you brought up the fact that people kept forgetting me, and that
Just
really
did again, by the way.
I wasn't ready to hear that yet. So yeah, I do have a hurt point. I'm gonna we're doing it. We're gonna go on it. I'm gonna put that on.
So hurt points.
Mhm.
Okay, I've got a +1 to this.
Chuck's
Go toe to
first
toe.
roll.
This is my first roll. It's
Gonna be great.
Mild success. Okay, so what would you like to do? You can't. Yeah, you can choose one of those three. You can achieve your goal, which is not really. It doesn't apply here. You can give them a status, or you can block, dodge, or counter their best attempts.
just giving a status of acceptable to following.
You're gonna have to make that a story tag if you can.
No, it's a status.
Oh, it's a status
and
only.
Just,
Okay,
it's
so
a
it
minus,
won't even
It'll
stack.
be like a -1 to
Yeah.
whatever Kel tries to do against.
But it won't stack because Kel's already got loyal. So it's really not gonna. So like what you can do now, Kel, is roll a, we'll say, go toe to toe. In response to that, if you want to give a stat, well, you could.
If you want to
What would you like to do in
up.
response? How would you like to respond? You have an attempt to counter in some way, and then we'll decide what you want, how to handle it mechanically, or you could just do nothing.
Oh yeah, Kel also got a help point from Steph.
Oh, didn't say that. I was in the game. Yep.
Ooh, okay. I don't know what to do.
Could Kel just like sneak away instead? Like could she cause the distraction and sneak away? If that's possible, or
that would go with the take a risk roll.
Okay.
You know, like somehow you're gonna try to get away without. Well, you do you want to maintain the illusion that you're loyal, or do you not care about that?
It'd be good to have.
I know, but it's getting harder, bud. Yeah, it's just...
I played this the first fucking session. Remember the playing chicken of like, oh, should I step out of this? And then I almost drowned. So
So let's decide what you want to do with Chuck.
Will Chuck drown you? Do you think Chuck will drown you?
I let him?
Unlike Maive.
That's the question.
Maive wouldn't have drowned. Maive knew you were gonna die. Like she literally said that you weren't gonna die.
I think go. What is it? Go toe to toe with Chuck. What is this?
Yeah, so you're trying to beat him back, or you try to just do something like you have an opportunity to like do something back. You also, I don't think you have to if you're not going to fight him.
No, like you don't have to do anything if you don't want to, and it's just you could if you wanted to.
I want him to be conflicted by this. This is valiant attempt at trying to like push me to something. I don't.
Okay, so I would say that you respond with this one is a convince then, because he could face danger potentially to your convince. Actually, you could face danger to his status too if you wanted.
Which doesn't really matter because it's only 2.
Yeah, it doesn't really stack, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just kind of gloss over that.
I think it would still be go toe to toe.
Okay.
No, sorry, because convince, they're both on opposite sides right now, so convince doesn't.
Well, I know that, but this is like a response, right? So it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily need a response to a response. That's why I say convince. If that's
do whatever you think you gotta do. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
Hi. Yeah. Go. I don't know. I don't know this game that well. Go toe to toe.
It would be convince if you're just trying to get him
Convince.
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to convince him to just chill the fuck out. Just like
He called you a parental figure.
I know, and that hurts. Ah. I need you to chill, Chuck. I need you to trust me.
And he needs you to be there for him.
And I will be. I have to. He's gotta trust me. He be grounded? Maybe? Because
Sure.
But you gotta kick him
sweet.
out, he'll end up under a bridge again.
I'm not doing that. Hide true feelings. Get into the suspect's head, I think is always happening right now. I think that's it.
And grounding someone that can go through walls, not gonna really do much.
It's not grounding. It's literally.
Yeah.
It's
Not in a literal sense.
I actually
Also, yeah.
I actually have a help point for Kel, and I think I could use it as like a help from. No, I'll probably save it for when you're trying to face against the magical status.
Do I have a chat
You
point?
do have a chat die, yeah. I think.
How do I use that?
It's a +1.
Plus
Nice.
what? We've got pluses. The plus.
Okay, cool. Okay,
And then
okay. Convinced.
click
Wait until I
separately to do it.
introduce plot points that
You
I'm
have
going
to.
do next
You have
session.
to let Chuck pick one of your weaknesses, though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, do I tell you them?
Yes.
Okay. So all the weakness tags, I'll just tell them. They forget I exist. Short-sighted. Daylight. Nothing I do matters.
I think nothing you do. I think short-sighted.
Short-sighted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like you could. A couple of those might apply, but short-sighted.
Yeah, I was thinking nothing you do matters also is in there. And, yeah, but short-sighted, I think.
All right,
Okay.
that works. Make sure you mark attention every time you invoke a weakness tag, or one is invoked on your
On your
for
behalf. Yep.
Chuck, I know the best out of anyone in this group what it's like to have to crawl out from the shadows and make a life. I did that. Okay? I know. So I need you to trust me when I say that I am making sure that no one else will ever have to do that again. Okay? Did I press it? Hold on.
Woo! Wow, power of 5. Okay, Chuck. So you can back down, or you could take a status of 5 of Kel's, or you could face danger against a status of a tier status of 5 that of Kel's specification, or you could back down. Chuck's thinking.
I'm thinking. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This is Chuck, who's not a social character, trying to PvP social against the social character.
No, Kel's not a social character. I'm our social character.
But getting the 5 is pretty, yeah. He'll take it on. I'll try to.
You don't have to take the status. You can just back down. You can stop. You can let Kel deal with Cyrus on their own.
I can't. I've got nothing that can go up against 5. I have to back down. Chuck has never been a social character. I can't go up against 5.
I think that's probably the right decision there. Okay,
on,
so
ladies.
now, you had a quick exchange. Chuck's like, okay, well, whatever. You can face this guy, and he looks confused at first, but now he refocuses attention. So what's it gonna be?
Right. I said before. Wait. What did we land on last time? I've completely forgotten. It's like respect. Did it like
Yeah,
if I were to just
You're
keep
gonna have
going?
respectful 3, and you're going to roll if you want to get out of there with him believing that you're still loyal without taking the permanent loyal 3 status.
Mm-hmm.
You have to roll take the risk and succeed.
I'm taking a risk.
No risk. Ayo.
Take
Taking
the
a
risk.
risk.
Now let's see what
YOLO,
I can
am I right? Haha. That's what they say. Hide my true feelings. Get in the suspect's head.
Keep you grounded.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Link
take
move
your
from the
word for
last
it.
one. It's not right.
No. Melt into the shadows. No, that doesn't make sense.
They forget who I am. Don't you have one of those tags? Like, isn't it like
Slip from memory?
'cause
Make a
it's
spectacle. I feel like it would be more, right?
I mean, like slip from memory would be good too, because he might just like look away and forget you, and that could be like a very like, or forget that he hasn't done it with you yet.
Oh, he can forget that whether or not he did it or not.
Yeah. See?
And then we can gaslight. Oh, perfect.
Then you can gaslight girl boss gatekeep.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
I'm gonna like
Okay, so
like pulling it in, like-
I'm gonna let you know what one of the hard moves may be.
Okay.
If you fail, or if there's a mixed success, in which case you there'll be I'll force you to choose. But I'm gonna the knights that are working as the ordinary people out there that are starting to pay attention, they will be introduced as a danger.
Fuck.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Do you have any other chat die too?
I don't know. I've never actually used the chat die. I don't roll
It's
much.
in your tracking card. I'm pretty sure. Like at the bottom, you'll see like a
Tracking card.
like if you scroll down on your character sheet,
Yep.
like chat luck we usually put on the top left.
There's one, but you've just used one.
Then no,
But
I
you've been
don't.
but you haven't been tracking, right? So it might just be one from before.
That's where
Unless-
you put the chat dice. Oh, that's interesting.
How many chat? I just wonder how many chat die you've had that you've never.
I've never used it, so I have no idea.
Oh, it's so funny.
Surely this is fine. This is fine, right? It'll work.
You just can.
It is. It's perfect.
Are there any minuses to this?
There's the loyal. There's loyal,
so
and then
she's doing a -3 already. No, I mean, is she taking any minuses to rolling to convince or like to get out of it?
what do you mean?
Like in this roll that she's doing to like take the risk or whatever, is there going to be minuses?
Just the 3 from the status of loyal, or from the status of respectful.
So she is minusing 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to do a -3.
3. Okay.
All the tags that you can.
And then tell us what the final roll plus number is, so we can get excited and pumped up. And then if you get a mixed success, I get to think of a hard bargain.
You know what? How about I can help a little bit because I have that bug on you, which is like my.
You've been
magic.
listening, yeah.
Yeah, so like maybe I could augment your powers a little bit to help out, to like really obscure you more, so that he just completely forgets like what he's done with you. So I can add a help point from where I am.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
No problem. That's the only help point I have for you, sis. So
That's gonna do it. Okay. I'm scared. I think that's all I can do.
Okay, what's the final number? Well,
3.
okay, first roll +3.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll let it go and see what happens. I won't even bother to check all the tags that you've clicked. Roll +3 is pretty fair. Pretty fair. Because a
Okay.
mixed success here could be costly as well.
Take a risk, right?
Take the risk, yes.
I'm scared.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Come on, pray.
Oh, you did it!
You abandoned Chuck.
I'm still here.
Bitch. Kel, you're a bad bitch. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna save you from the alt-right YouTube, Chuck.
Andrew Tate.
Tell us how you get him to like let you go here without the status.
I point over there, like out the window where people are watching. He's like, "Oh my god, is that Ahmed guy?"
Oh, not that asshole! Like, oh, just get out of here!
Yeah, and then I'm like, "Oh, forget
I
me."
hate that guy. All right, well, just go work on the wall or whatever.
I
can't
feel so
even. I already
loyal right
forgot.
now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so rude. I already forgot your name.
That's okay. I get that a lot. It's fantastic working for you, sir. Can't wait to get started.
All right, and you scurry your way out, and we'll fade to black. Now, is there anything else that anybody wants to do? Because it seems like it's about time to do the last move of the game, unless I'm wrong here.
Do we go to 3 hours or to 3:30? I can't remember how long we go.
I don't remember either that. I just don't want
Anything
people
between 3 and 3:30. But this is a real.
Okay, because I had a scene that I could do, but I don't mind.
All right, let's go.
If
Let's
you wanna
fucking
end
go.
now, that's good too.
Nope. I just don't want to keep people here longer than they, than they signed up for. But
Karsh,
yeah.
are we good for like another scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I want to go to the Historical Society.
Oh yes! Dun, dun, dun. Now, for those of you just joining us, the Historical Society is the home, or is one of the branch offices, it seems, of the Hats. That is the people that control the veil or the mist, as it were. Mavis has decided to go into the bowels and depths of one of the most powerful forces in the city. Some might say the most powerful, but they would probably be wrong. Some would say that. You arrive outside the Historical Society. What time of day is it? Did you describe the outside?
Right when Kel left, this is like Kel called me and I was at the Historical Society, like just kind of like, shut the fuck up, like I'm in the middle of something, I gotta go. And she's like listening. She has like a little earpiece. Like the bug looks like a little spider on her shoulder, or like in her like a little brooch or something. And like I have like an earpiece that's shaped like a spider too. That's like connecting me to her, but it's also recording because it's magical, so I can do whatever the fuck I want with it because I made it. But yeah, yeah. So she's gonna go like midday. I think it's like midday, right? So,
Okay. All right. It's still,
thank you, Stephanie, for the subscription.
Yes,
thank you so much. In honor of the final case.
That's help point for all of us, right?
That's one for everybody. Yep. Thank you for the subscription.
So now, Chris, you write down the amount of help points you have at the bottom of your sheet.
Help point. Okay, I'll put a 1.
Okay.
You just put like the number too, like in the you don't have to like do the whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go like midday.
Okay. You open the door. I don't want to. This is your scene, so I want you to run it as much as you feel like.
Yeah, I go through the door as normal. Like there's like that point in between the doors.
What does the floor look like?
The floor.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Is it like marble? No, it's like
marble this time. It's marble this time. You might, like, I guess people didn't pick up it. It's different depending on what's going on. So you walk in, it's dark paneled wood, marble floors. Your shoes tap against it. Echoes. As you remember, you can't it's a weird entrance. It's a long hall, such that the door that you come in must close before you reach the door to the anteroom, if you will, to the historical society.
Yeah, I'll go through it as normal.
Okay.
Shut the door, walk through, get through the other door. Is my friend here the guy that I hate the most that made me forget things?
Yeah, you're greeted by I was trying to scroll here. What was his name? Oh, thank you. You're greeted by the ever professional bespectacled and three-piece suit dressed Graham. And he looks at you. Good afternoon, Miss Thorn. We've been waiting for you.
I'm sorry, is this the right place? I wasn't quite sure. I was going to call the number on the card that I have, but I don't think...
It's perfectly... This is the right place. Is there... We were hoping we would see you. At least that's what I've been led to believe. Is there some... Let's see, wait, he has a British accent. Is there somebody I could call in particular?
No, I just want to talk to someone and report something to you guys. So...
Door opens. So, like, as you know, this room is like also dark panel. There's a fireplace going. It's actually very comfortable looking. There's a clock on the wall. It seems like one might pass the time here waiting. The door opens, and you see, dressed in the classic hat suit, you see Detective Special Agent Enkidu looks at you. And behind her, you see a room bathed in light. It doesn't look anything like the room that you were in before. It's almost as if that room changes depending on the needs of the time. And Miss Thorn, Miss Thorn, I can't tell you how tickled I was to hear that you're going to be joining the force. I don't know. I'm sorry. Am I presuming too much?
A little. I haven't decided, but I am mostly here because I do need some help with some stuff that I'm dealing with in Whitecliff. Unless you guys are already aware what's happening in Whitecliff.
Why don't you come on back?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she'll just like walk in.
So you go into the room and you turn around and there's no door anywhere. In fact, it's like a completely white room. It's almost like the Matrix, except for there's a desk.
I love
and you
that.
can see it says Enkidu, and she sits down, and there's one chair. It's just
Nice.
You and this desk and her.
And the mirror.
Yeah. I'll sit down.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you could see a door appears in the white. Somebody comes out, another agent, officious looking agent, hands her a file, file folder, says, thank you. Goes back, this guy with, the suit goes back, door closes and it disappears. It kind of fades and a mist comes over the door and then it's gone. And she opens it up. Oh yeah. Whitecliff, what a disaster.
You're telling me.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, you've made it. I don't think I need to tell you, you've made a splash among our people here. In fact, they're talking about you and your friends, but specifically you, all the way up to the top. The big bosses are.
In a bad way?
You know how politics is. People have different opinions. That's why we're glad to see you here with us. Because we want, I don't want to sound too forward, madam, but you seem very powerful. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a paper pusher here, basically. But it's they're talking about you like you're an opportunity or a threat. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's hard.
So what are you
one
gonna?
of the one of the powerful people in the city.
Yeah. So what are you gonna be,
Don't roll
Miss
your eyes.
Thorn?
Well,
What are you gonna be, Miss Thorn? You gonna be an opportunity or a threat?
depends on how you guys treat me.
Well, she laughs. You can tell it's forced. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not so sure that. Sorry. I didn't mean to make it. I didn't mean to come off as pushy or anything like that. What can we do for you here?
I need help with the White Cliff thing. The I assume, can I say his name here? The king, as he were.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather I don't?
Yeah.
Okay. Douche Lord
Yeah,
is basically.
I like it. I like
Miss
Pain in
Douche
the ass, Lord.
Pain in the
Yeah.
ass Lord. He is unfortunately one of his knights, his little fun little knights, is in Whitecliff trying to become the mayor.
Yeah.
The veil, whatever the fuck you guys call it, is really loose over there. The people who are obviously not supposed to see the shit that I do and that we do is like they're all seeing it. It's not great.
You're telling me. We got teams dispatched to be, but we're short-handed,
Mm-hmm. But isn't this like a giant problem? I feel like you guys have interrupted me in like things that were not giant problems, and now this is not a priority. I feel like no offense, no offense to your work. You're probably a busy woman, but
so I'm gonna level with you here. It's a huge problem, but I'm trying to think if she would admit that I think she would. She's like, it's a huge problem, and we have agents dispatched that are working undercover to try to bring the veil back, but they're this Beaumont. You probably know him as Cyrus. He's he's outpaced us. This happens from time to time. We have these spots in the city where these other folks get carried away and they push our agents and our materials and our mechanisms out. And sometimes it takes a citywide effort amongst our agents to build it back, but we're so shorthanded at this time, right now. I mean, the reason why you are being brought up is you seem to be in all of these places where we've had some of the biggest disruptions that I can remember. I mean, I haven't been at this job all that long. Remember when you tried to kill me? Or not you, not you. Well, when you're like murder hobo friend.
My murder hobo friends, yeah.
Yeah, that was too much, So like, since I'm not sure. Like, what can I guess? Like, I mean, we're on it, and we could use your help.
Yeah, I would love to help. I mean, the mayor there doesn't even. She's like not like me, and she can't tell what's going on. And trying to talk to her is like talking to a toddler and telling her to take medicine. It's so annoying. But my friend, well, one of the murder hobo friends, he is definitely way deeper in this than I thought he would get into it, and I'm kind of not really sure how to pull him out because he's got this like right fighty justice. You know the dumb one?
Yeah. I remember Chuck. I could usually just make him forget stuff, and he would.
He's super easy.
Yeah. I could see how he ended up getting sucked in. He's very accommodating to the exact wrong people, but that's cool. That's cool.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Listen, I would be willing to join all of you, but I am this close to stopping Douche Lord the McGee.
She laughs legitimately this time. Okay, all right, yeah.
No, I am this close, and I know I am. So I just think like me and my girlfriend, we want to keep the city safe, and we've realized that honestly, people are not doing a good job of that. I mean, we have Armand Kai. Do you know what I did with Armand Kai? Do you guys have that on record at all?
I mean, I could pull it. It's you don't look. Can I?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you our pitch, okay? Does it interest you to know? Would it interest you to know, or to be part of an organization that knows what happens in the city, everywhere, at all times? We have agents that you're not going to believe, or maybe you will, I don't know. We have an entire department of agents that sit in our headquarters and can perch, if you will, in other people's sights. We can see through the eyes of anyone, including rifts. We can create spaces, dimensions that are invisible to everybody but us. You're in one right now. We can make these anywhere and gather our agents, our people, wherever, and deploy them in the city however and with whatever equipment we want. We're only limited by personnel. You could join us, and then that would be those things would be at your disposal. Does that interest you?
Yeah, I just want to know, do I have to give up my... Did she say the word rift?
Mm-mm.
Okay, she didn't say it. Okay. I was like, shit, did she say that? You said the eyes of rifts. Did she not say that, though?
Oh, did I say it? Okay,
Yeah.
then I said it. She slipped.
Rifts. That's a fun word. Huh. Makes a lot of sense. I feel like, how did I not think of that word before?
Let me introduce this to you. We're the gatekeepers.
Oh, that sounds
We
way
are
cooler
the
than
barrier between rifts and the void beyond. We're the last line of defense. But we're the glue that holds the city together, and we're out there protecting people every day, and we don't mince words. We're the gatekeepers of the mist itself. Gatekeepers actually use the technical words, just so you know, and she's opening the world.
Yeah, that's fine. Do I have to give up my rift powers, or can I do both?
For you can almost hear like the music come in the background. For you, we've got a plan.
Okay.
You could.
Let me see a contract, and I'll think about it.
Think about it. I
have to read over the contract, of course. I would be dumb just to say yes, right?
I'm trying to. You took the improvement, right?
I didn't take it yet, but I can actually. I have an idea for what I could do, because I still have that extra buildup, like that I didn't change over from the Leave the City, and I could go through a transformation and take the improvement and like redo all my advanced improvements.
Okay, I was trying to think if she's going to force you to. Okay, well, so in that case, it seems like you have some work to do, and that's fine. But what we want is somebody like you to join us. But you could still. We rarely give this. I wish I had this offer. I'm excited even to offer. To extend it to you. I should have held out for this deal. So I promise you're not going to regret it. You get to be one of us, but also you get to keep who you already are. You just surrender one mere theme. I think it is, right?
It's one theme,
yeah. And the theme you get in replacement, the power you get, is what I have. what we all have here. And she doesn't touch you, but she pushes a button near you on the desk, and in this giant white area you see like a kind of a monitor show up, and you can see almost, it's like blurry surrounding, but like you can see it's almost like somebody's looking, and it's whatever. Chuck, what are you looking at right now?
This is during.
Yeah,
your
let's
scene.
let's not talk about that.
Okay, you see a porn magazine, and then you look up and it's Chuck.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
I'm not
Push
surprised.
the button, it goes off. And you get to keep what you get to be who you are, plus. Oh, the world is open to you. I'm so jealous.
You know what?
You can see she's actually being kind of sincere there.
World is wider
You
now.
know what? Is there a contract, or am I just gonna say yes?
If you just say yes, the contract is the mist itself, if you will. Walking away from it, I'm gonna be honest with you, doesn't usually go that well for people. But we usually ask for more commitment. Like I had to, in my contract, I had to lose what made, my rift side was completely eviscerated. You get to keep it.
Yeah, and I know which parts I'd have to give up, so I'm fine.
Come with me. Boom, a door opens and there's a training. There's a training period, but the good news is time passes at a different rate there. You'll be in and out of there within the hour.
Okay.
And back on the street, however you like. But
Do I
you'll
have
be
to wear
one
the
of
hat
us.
though? Can I have like a cooler hat? Like I feel like that's fine. I don't know.
Now we'll get our I'm sure we've got a whole department for
I know
this.
you guys got like the trench coat going on. I'm more of like a leather girl, but like
That's
I'll
the
figure it out.
standard. That's hey for you. I should have known you would be I think we're gonna get along famously. Yeah, you know what? Let me show you around to some of the people. Come on. And and you open the door and you go through, and it's basically like an office. It's almost like a police place. And you look out the window and you can suddenly see you're downtown. And
shit. Like near my apartment.
yeah.
Holy shit.
And they take you to like this training area. But you meet a bunch of people. You meet all these agents. Oh, welcome. We were hoping you they're very excited for you. And you make it into this training session, which is in another realm, essentially. Like you go through a door and boom, all of a sudden you're in another place. You go. What do you do during this training? What do you you don't have to decide now. You can tell what you want to specialize in, and build your theme from that when you make the improvement.
I'm gonna start doing it later. We can end here, and I can tell you I'm gonna look through again and But I think by next session I'm gonna take that improvement to recreate, redo my whole character sheet, and I'm just gonna redo everything. So I'll come out as a whole different person at the end of training.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I know.
Okay.
It's very
All right.
exciting.
Nice. Okay. Well then, we will fade to white. Credits roll, and we do the final move of the game, which is geek out during the credits. Thank you everybody for playing today. Please take a quick look. And
Can I flash back a little bit before you do that?
Sure. Chuck.
So before we've
What kind of
as fade to white, the final scene. Chuck, sitting at a desk in a junkyard with books around him, engineering books, physics books. He's being put in charge of building a wall. He's an engineering student. He's going to make the best damn impregnable wall he damn can.
Yes. It's interesting because that wall, the gatekeepers are not super excited about that wall. That wall is designed to keep them out specifically.
Gatekeepers.
All right. Nice. I like that. That's right.
Now Kel's gonna make fun of me. Kel's a knight, but I'm a gatekeeper.
Yeah, but you're, that could be undercover.
I
Rule
love that the
blocker.
gatekeepers were like, Maeve, you are like super power. We're kind of scared of you. I'm like, yeah, you should be.
Well, they know where they are in the pecking order, and they know the truth has invited you.
This shit's building up, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, no.
So let's geek out during the credits. Please take a look.
Yeah, I've got mine. If you want to go first.
The choices are: how has the crew grown this session? Which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session? And which of your themes is under the most strain if it collapses? What new aspect will show up in its place? Well, I'll tell you who I am. My name is Chuck. I was going to say Chuck. My name is Paul.
Chuck.
Yeah. My name is Polly. I've been the MC of this game. I'm going to ask everybody else here to choose which one of these options they would like. And they will also tell us who they are and where we can find them. I am Polly People. You can find me at twitch.tv/Polly People. I'm a streamer. That's the thing that I do. Usually between Tuesdays all the way through Saturdays. Beginning at about 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. First, let's go with Chuck. What would you like to do?
Yeah, hurt point, Kel, done.
Why?
Why? 'Cause she abandoned Chuck.
No, she didn't.
Well, she wouldn't be Chuck's parental figure, and she just wouldn't support him when he needed that.
Chuck still here. Kel's still here, bro.
Chuck is the type that was like, you didn't get shot for me. Like,
Legit.
hurt point.
I'm sorry. How many tier 5 statuses has Chuck taken?
I was only around for one of those, so I've
About half a dozen.
I'm not letting you be a Trumpy,
Or
kid.
else other
Sorry.
people?
We're trying to get you out of your alt-right YouTube group. Like, we don't want you to be a Tate stan.
I'm gonna drag you out of that. You friends are weird, Chuck.
But they're on the right side.
They're not. They are. They're on the right side. That's correct.
We like to call it onside. Yeah. All right. Okay, that sounds good. Who would like to go next? Oh, tell us who you are and where we can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me here, blah, 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 blah. Like, we've got a new show coming this week. It starts on Thursday, USA time. It goes all the way back to 18D, the very start of 18D. It's a brand new cast group, and it's going to be very different, and we might have it on YouTube. We still don't know if it's going to be YouTube or Twitch. But
For streaming?
Sorry?
For streaming, you mean?
For streaming, we don't know which platform we're going to have it on yet, but it's going to be wild. It's going to be AD&D second edition, a 1996 box set with an audio CD, which is really, really, really bad and tacky, and that's the theme of the show. The tacky voice acting of the audio CD included.
All right, that's this week.
That starts this week, Thursday USA time. Our normal show times, so it's about 6 o'clock, 6:30 Eastern,
All right.
thereabouts.
Neat. All right. Next up, who would like to go? I'll take a volunteer. Kel.
Chris. Hi. My name is Chris. I play Kel Daily. You can find me in my house. Maybe you could find it. I don't know what your deal is. You could try. Please don't though. You could try though.
It's like almost
and-
floaty, but not. Like you can try, but don't. You can, but
could
don't.
try.
Well,
if you want,
It
but-
started out as, please do not find me. And
Yeah.
now it's like, try, bitch. Try.
I don't know.
Someone's got a VPN. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna say, help point for Maeve. We're finally there. We're finally here.
We're there.
I like
It
it.
you
took
know
too
what?
long.
Hi, I'm Vivian. I go by Oblivivian on the internet. I stream on Saturdays, so you can come check me out. I only stream for like a couple hours, but I'm gonna try to bump it up a little bit. And I'm gonna try to stream 2 days. I'm starting soon, so we'll see. I couldn't think of anything, but I'm clinically depressed, so I am going to use a help point for Kel, because Kel had my fucking back, even though I had to bribe her. And also, I feel like I got
You
too
only
many
lost
Kel-
7K. Jesus.
I didn't pay you yet, but yeah, I feel like I got to know Kel more. So, and I'm gonna pull it together to unburn our gaudy toes back for free. So, because we can do that
Nice.
once per session. So.
Yeah, I think you did excellently. All of you. It was fun. It was fun.
I guess I'm
Alright,
gonna be
so-
Special Agent Thorn next session, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
we'll see how
right.
that goes.
Yeah,
That's right. You get a special badge and everything. You can whip it. You know, like
Hell
it's like
yeah.
an FBI thing. Okay. Take it away, Karsh. We're good. We're good to go. Let's go.
That was a lot quicker than normal, so we won't be waiting because I'm still searching. But hey, thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for the redemptions and the donations. It does help support the channel. All donations help pretty much pay for the artwork and future projects. We do have future projects in the works, as this is indicating this is our final case of Monster of the Week.
Hello.
Yeah, final case of the Knights of Payne Town for City of Mist. Yes, thoughts. So we have projects that we're working on for coming up after this. As I mentioned, we've got the Chronicles, which is the new Thursday project, which is going to be a shorter concept, 3 to 6 week games, rapid fire, different concepts, different styles, different game systems, which is also new overlays pretty much in all those little small bits, but high energy and caricatures instead of long character arcs, so easy to jump in and jump out of, that type of thing. Yep.
Do you want us to just to talk to the audience while you go find someone to raid?
No. I also wanted to point out, we may or may not be doing tomorrow because our GM's got a fridge being delivered, so that might be a thing. Don't know what's happening yet. And there was also, Circus of the Broken Chain might be the final episode this week. We've been teasing it as being the final episode for the last 3 weeks. They are so close to confronting their nemesis and former employer of the circus, and there was teasing about, so what's going to come next? What, they're going to have a mirror maze? Yeah, there's a mirror maze, and I've had a bit of fun with that one, so that's coming up for this week. But they're going to also face the bad guy, their nemesis, Mistress Dustlight, which is going to be emotionally terrifying and going to be a lot of fun. So that's on Wednesdays USA time. Come and join us for that one. And that is everything, but we're not going to raid. We'll just leave it at that. It's been fun, it's been exhausting, and emotional today. So, bye everyone. Thank you so much.
Can't believe in love. I'm fucked up in my head. I guess that's just too